Live from the Maverick Center in West Valley City, it's Utah Grizzlies hockey. As it's the first of a three-game series between the Grizzlies and the Indy Fuel. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Utah Grizzlies hockey. I'm Tyson Whiting. It's the start of a six-game homestand for the Utah Grizzlies. They got three against the Indy Fuel, and then next week they have three games against Tato Had's Kansas City Mavericks. The Grizzlies are coming off a seven-game road trip where they ended up with a record of 1-5-1. They picked up 3 out of 14 standings points on the trip as the Grizzlies have lost 4 in a row, and they're hoping to pick up a victory tonight to end the losing skid. It's a rare matchup between the Grizzlies and the Fuel. These teams last met for a three-game set here at Maverick Center in November of 2018. The Grizzlies ended up winning 2 out of 3 games in that series, outscoring the Fuel 10-6. Well, it feels like it's been a while for the Grizzlies since they've been at home, as after all, they played 7 straight road games, and that's nothing compared to what the Indy Fuel have had to face, as the Fuel are in game 13 of 15 straight road games. That's right, the Indy Fuel's home opener is on December 6th. We played over a month of hockey, and the Indy Fuel have yet to have their home opener, as their new building, Fisher's Event Center, just got completed a couple weeks ago, from what I can tell. And so their home opener will be on December 6th. Indy's coming in with a record of 5-6-0-1, all of them road games. This is the final weekend of the road trip for the Indy Fuel. As for the Grizzlies, they come in with a record of 5-8-1 with a .393 point percentage. So Utah can certainly use the 2 standings points tonight. Watch out for Cole Gallant. He's got 8 assists in his last 8 games. Kabori Dunn's going to have to come up big for the Grizzlies, as Utah is without 3 key defensemen, as Brian Yoon, Derek Dashke, and James Shearer are all out of the Utah lineup. Kabori Dunn scored his first pro goal in Wichita last Friday in the last of that 3-game series. Mick Messner is somebody to watch out for. He's got 47 shots in 11 games in the month of November. Johnny Fairbrother is going to have to step up, obviously with the Grizzlies being without 3 key defensemen. Fairbrother is going to have to carry the torch for the Grizzlies, especially on the power play. Fairbrother has 5 goals this season, which are tied for the league lead among league defensemen. Adam Schill gets a start in net for the Grizzlies tonight, and that's certainly not unusual, as he leads the league in minutes played with 734, and he also leads the league with 427 saves. Well, the Indy Fuel are one of the more unique teams in the league. Obviously, it's a unique 15-game road trip to start the season, but their playing style is also very unique. There's 2 former Grizzlies that are in the Indy Fuel lineup, and we'll talk about them on the other side as we're in business on a Wednesday night. And you're listening to the Utah Grizzlies pregame report on the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab.
Maverick's new bean-to-cup machines always deliver a freshly ground cup of coffee on demand, so you can enjoy any of our premium roasts at their best, day or night, hot or iced. Enjoy a fresh cup today.
Why is Jerry Seiner the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. Shop over 50 new Kia Sorrentos with savings up to $4,500 off at Jerry Seiner Kia, South Jordan.
Welcome back to Utah Grizzlies hockey. I'm Tyson Whiting. The start of the 6-game homestand will begin in about 15 minutes from now. We mentioned the Fuel are a very unique team in terms of their style of play. The Indy Fuel are bringing back the dead puck era, as through 12 games this season, Indy has scored 17 goals. That's 17 goals throughout the entire season, averaging 1.4 goals per game. And the Fuel have been unbelievable defensively, as Indy has allowed only 22 goals through 12 games, an average of 1.83. Indy is 20th in the league in shots per game. However, they lead the league in shots allowed per game. Grizzlies are going to have to bury their chances tonight, because they might not get many chances, as the Fuel have only allowed 23.58 shots per game. Indy has outshot their opponents in 9 of 12 games this season, and their team save percentage is .926. So you talk about maybe the ultimate defense first team, that's the Indy Fuel, or at least that's the way it's been. through 12 games this season. And you kind of think about the Grizzlies over the last 4 games, all of them losses. Utah's been outshot by at least 10 per game over the last 4 contests, including a whopping 46-22 shot disadvantage as Tulsa doubled up Utah in shots as the Oilers defeated the Grizzlies 5-0 on Sunday afternoon. There's a couple former Grizzlies that are playing for the Indy Fuel. Brandon Sajan, the Ragin' Sajans in the Indy lineup. He leads the Fuel with 6 points this season, 3 goals and 3 assists. Sajan played for the Grizzlies during the 2019-2020 season. In 51 games, he had 8 goals and 10 assists. He's a former 5th-round draft pick, 140th overall by the Colorado Avalanche back in the 2018 draft. Sajan was a rookie when he was with the Grizzlies. He was a little bit more inconsistent, although he showed strong flashes. In fact, with the Grizzlies, he would have a game or 2 a month where he was Utah's best player. And so the Ragin' Sajan's one where, he's gained a little bit more consistency over the years. And I think for Brandon Sajan, it's a unique return here at Maverick Center for the first time in over 4 years. Nathan Burke is back at Maverick Center, this time in a visiting uniform. Burke last season had 38 points, 18 goals, and 20 assists in 64 games with the Grizzlies. Burke had some big goals for Utah, including scoring the overtime game winner in February of 2024, Utah defeating Idaho 6-5. I believe that was on February 10th. So watch out for Nathan Burke. He'll be wearing number 9 for the Fuel tonight. Brandon Sajan will be wearing number 17. One other fun fact about the Indy Fuel that I think is fascinating. Indy's got 5 victories this season. 4 of them are shutouts. The Fuel have already shut out 4 different opponents, and in their other game that they won, they allowed 1 goal. So in their 5 victories this season, they have allowed just 1 goal total. So for the Grizzlies, they're going to have to find a way to get on the scoring sheet if they want to win. Indy's done an outstanding job of limiting opposing teams' scoring chances. And so for that, I'm really interested in seeing their style of play here tonight and all series long. And as Indy is really bringing the dead puck era back to professional hockey. It's the Grizzlies and the Indy Fuel. When we come back, we'll go over the lineups for both teams. You're listening to the Utah Grizzlies pregame report on the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Every new day is a chance to be kinder to your body and your mind. U of U Health is here to help you build strength and confidence every day. Let us help you be a better you. U of U Health, official health partner for the Utah Jazz, Utah Hockey Club, Utes Athletics, and the Utah Grizzlies. Take the first step today at uofuhealth.org.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to AmericaFirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
Welcome back to Maverick Center. I'm Tyson Whiting. Let's go over the lineups for both teams. First, for the visiting Indy Fuel, who have a record of 5-6-0-1. They've got 11 standings points through 12 games this season. They are 5-6-0-1 on the road. They have yet to play a home game. Their home opener is on December 6th as they've got a brand new arena called Fisher's Event Center that I believe was just completed earlier this month. Starting in net for the Fuel is Ben Goudreau. He was 6'2" and 174 pounds. This will be his 9th appearance this season. He's got a record of 3-4-0-1 with 2 shutouts, an even 2 goals against average, and a .919 save percentage. Goudreau is just 1 shutout away from tying the Fuel the single season record for shutouts in a season. The starting defensive pairing for Indy, who are going with 12 forwards and 6 defensemen tonight. Ty Farmer, the former Allen American, is in the starting lineup. This will be his 13th appearance this season. Farmer has 1 goal and 1 assist. He played each of the last 2 years with Allen. In 48 games with the Americans last year, he had 5 goals and 5 assists. Farmer will be paired up with Lucas Brenton. First time that Brenton's played against the Grizzlies, 6'4", 212 pounds. He is scoreless in 9 games this season. The other defenseman for Indy, tonight include a pair of rookies. Adam McCormick will be wearing number 8. Nick Grima is number 37. The Fuel's captain is big Chris Cameron, who's 6'5" and 240 pounds, and DJ King, who's on an AHL contract with the Rockford Ice Hogs. He's also in there. He is 6'3" and 220 pounds. The Indy Fuel's NHL affiliate is the Chicago Blackhawks, and their AHL affiliate is the Rockford Ice Hogs. So the starting defensive pairing is Ty Farmer and Lucas Breton. The starting forwards for the Fuel include Kevin Lombardi, who's got 2 goals and 2 assists in 12 games. Lombardi is 6'5" and 229 pounds. Matus Spodniak is also in the Fuel starting lineup. He's got 1 goal and 2 assists in 11 games and a +2 rating. There are a few fans here tonight, specifically, that are here to see Spodniak, who is a local junior hockey legend. He played in 3 seasons with the Ogden Mustangs back from 2014 through 2017. Spodniak, in his last season in Ogden, had 146 points, 69 goals, and 77 assists in just 44 games. Spodniak averaged 3.31 goals per game for the 2016-2017 Ogden Mustangs. And in his time, 3 seasons with Ogden, he averaged 1.97 points per game. So there are a few Ogden Mustangs fans and maybe some employees of the Ogden Mustangs who are here specifically to see Matus Spodniak. He'll be in the starting lineup for Indy, as well as Ryan Gagne. Ryan Gagne, Gagnier, is 6 feet and 185 pounds. He has 2 assists in 12 games. So the starting forwards again are Lombardi, Spodniak, and Gagne. Also watch out for the Ragin' Sajin, Brandon Sajin, who has 6 points to lead the Fuel this season. Nathan Burke, the former Grizzly, has 2 goals and 2 assists in 8 games. Cam Hausinger is one of their better forwards. He has 2 goals and 3 assists in 12 games. And Kyle Maximovich is one of their key forwards, or at least he was last year. This season, Maximovich has 1 goal and 4 assists in 12 games. Last season, Maximovich had 26 goals in 67 games for the Fuel. He'll be wearing number 19. Now let's go over the starting lineups for the Utah Grizzlies, who have a record of 5-8-1 this season. They are 2-2 here at the friendly confines at Maverick Center. The Grizzlies are led by 4th-year head coach Ryan Kanasowicz. The assistant is Christian Horn, who's in his 2nd year with the club. The starting defensive pairing for the Grizzlies is Gianni Fairbrother, the captain, who has 5 goals and 3 assists in 14 games. He'll be paired up with Cody Corbett. That's right, the Grizzlies earlier today signed Corbett, who is 6'1" and 200 pounds. He played in 7 games with the Grizzlies last season. Corbett is in his 9th season professionally. He'll be wearing number 41, as he is one of 6 defensemen for Ryan Kanasowicz's crew. The other D-men include Cade Jensen, who's wearing number 23. He has 2 goals and 1 assist in 14 games. Chase Hartshey's making his 8th appearance this season. And we also see, we mentioned Kabori Dunn, Cade Jensen, Chase Hartshey, as Grisby almost took a spill as he was coming on the ice. The Grizzlies were on the ice. Kyle Powell makes his Grizzlies and professional debut. He is 6'6" and 225 pounds. The defensive scratches are 3 really good ones. Brian Yoon, Derek Dashke, and James Shearer. The starting forwards for the Grizzlies include Cameron Buell. Buell has 3 goals in 13 games. He was acting as a defenseman on Sunday. Buell will be in the starting lineup as a forward. Aaron Aragon's got 2 goals in 10 games. He has 2 goals in his last 5 contests. He'll be wearing number 15. And Cade Nilsson will be in the starting lineup. He has 1 goal and 3 assists in 11 games. So the starting forwards again are Buell, Aragon, and Nilsson. You will also see quite a bit of the top forward line. That's Mick Messner, who's lined up with Cole Gallant and Reed Lebster. Lebster's got 3 goals in 13 games this season. Gallant's got 8 assists in his last 8 games, and Mick Messner has 47 shots through 11 games in November. We will see Adam Berg in his first home game back, as Berg signed with the Grizzlies early in the road trip a couple weeks ago. It'll be his first home game back. Berg scored 9 goals and 13 assists in 50 games last season for the Grizz. Berg tonight will be lined up with Luke Manning and Briley Wood. Wood's got 2 goals and 7 assists in 14 games. Manning has 2 goals and 7 assists. Manning has played in all 14 games. This is game 15 for the Grizzlies tonight. Craig Armstrong is lined up with Tyson Upper and Reed Morrison. Morrison making his Grizzlies and professional debut. He signed a couple weeks ago, didn't play on the road trip. Morrison has good size at 6'3" and 201 pounds. 2 forward scratches tonight include Blake Wells and Dylan Fitz. Yesterday, the Grizzlies released forward Nick Pastorius. So Cody Corbett's now a member of the Grizzlies. He's in the starting lineup with Fairbrother. As Pastorius got released, Adam Berg's in his first home game in his second stint back. And 2 Grizzlies players are making their Grizzlies and pro debuts, and that's Kyle Powell and Reed Morrison. Well, it's going to be a fun one here tonight. Utah's looking to end a 4-game losing streak. The Grizz are wearing a white jersey with black numbers and professional green trim. The Indy Fuel, who are still in their locker room as the Grizzlies are lined up for the national anthem. Indy is yet to take the ice. And the Fuel are wearing a red jersey with a little bit of black mixed in and white numbers and white letters. We'll come back and have face-off here at Maverick Center. It's the Grizzlies and the Fuel coming up next on the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Why is Jerry Seiner the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. We've got over 350 new Kias to choose from. Savings. Shop over 30 new Kia Seltos models and save up to $2,000 off when you buy. Jerry Seiner has been the area's most trusted automotive source for over 40 years. Little wonder then how we've made thousands of friends to last a lifetime. Jerry Seiner Kia, Salt Lake.
Smith's always gives you more ways to save on top of our lower than low prices. And when you download the Smith's app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons and earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. With a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. Discover more ways to save big every day. Smith's, fresh.
Commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab Tires.
When you pay with the Nitro card at Maverick, you always save 10 cents or more on fuel every gallon, every day. And you could save a whole lot more thanks to Nitro Best Price. Pick up a Nitro card and upgrade your Adventure Club account.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it or we'll replace it. No questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection. But at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires because more warranty means less worry. And nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more.
It's a great night for hockey as 2 big standings points are on the line as the Utah Grizzlies take on the Indy Fuel here in the opener of a 3-game series. Hopefully everybody's going to have a good Thanksgiving tomorrow. Hopefully everybody's got their turkey or whatever they want to eat ready. I think I'm going to have a lasagna tomorrow. Just go a little bit against the grain Grizzlies are in a white jersey with black numbers and professional green trim. It's no surprise that Adam Shields is going to be the starter in net, as this will be his 13th start this season. He's got a record of 5-6-1 with a 3.59 goals against average and 897 save percentage. Ben Goudreau is the starting goaltender for Indy. He's got a 919 save percentage. The Fuel are one of the more unique teams in the league statistically. They score 1.4 goals per game. They allow 1.8, and they only allow 23.5 shots per game. So they're one of those teams that you got to bury your chances on them, because you're not going to get a ton of them against this Fuel club. And a little bit of a nod to Colorado Avalanche radio broadcaster Connor McGahey. Tonight is Ferocious Brown Bear versus Metallica Song. That's a matchup here tonight. The Metallica song Fuel was released on June 22nd, 1998. That was 8 days after Michael Jordan hit the shot at Delta Center as the Bulls defeated the Utah Jazz 4-2. And that was an unfortunate moment. I'm not entirely sure that Jordan pushed off. I'll talk about that later on in the program during one of the intermissions. The referee tonight is Brendan Schreider. The linesmen are Andrew Collins and Andy Van Wagner. Grizzlies will start Aaron Aragon in the left wing. Cade Nilsson will take the face-off, and Cameron Buell on the right wing. Cody Corbett is back in a Grizzlies uniform. He played in 7 games and had 1 assist for the Grizz last year. He wore number 23 last season, and tonight he's wearing number 41, and he's paired up with the captain, Gianni Fairbrother. For Indy, taking the face-off is Ryan Gagne. He's got Matus Spodniak and Kevin Lombardi out there. Grizzlies won the draw. They skate from right to left as we see it from high top section 114. As Fairbrother tried to sweep it back to Neutralize, Corbett chases after it, gets to Fairbrother behind Utah's net. He'll push it to Aragon, who directs it to Neutralize for Buell. It's taken away by the former Allen American Ty Farmer, who fires it in. She lets it go past his ankle towards the near boards. Collision as Lombardi, a big 6'5" forward, collided with Fairbrother. And in the left point, Cameron fires away. Shield makes a stop. Chris Cameron, a big 6'5" defenseman. He's the Indy captain. High slot, backhand shot, trickles towards the right side. That shot was taken by the local junior hockey legend, Matus Spodniak. Over in the near corner, Gagne dances around. He fiddles and diddles with the puck. Now he skates towards the point, feeds it up top. Keeping it in, or trying to keep it in, was Darby Llewellyn. Chris Cameron, he took a spill along the near boards. Let's see, there's a penalty, and it looks like it's going to be on Cameron. Chris Cameron can't believe it. He collided with Gianni Fairbrother along the near side. Cameron takes a step towards referee Brendan Schreider, but it's going to be 2 minutes for interference, as the Grizzlies will be on the power play 45 seconds into the game. Utah's power play this season is 18.9%. Indy's penalty kill is an outstanding 87.2%. Berg's in the left wing. Messner will take the face-off. Gallant's on the right side. Up top is Reed Webster and Gianni Fairbrother. As the draw won, Berg got pushed in the face. Ty Farmer chases after along the end boards. He gets it, and he'll slice it along the far wall, deep into the Grizzlies zone. Utah skating from right to left as Shield cuts it off behind his net and drops it for the captain. Fairbrother 5 goals this season. Watch out for him. He's a good shooter. Gets a Neutralize. Lays it for Messner. Messner across the Webster. Webster over the line. Gets around 2 skaters. Now Webster around the net. Good speed for his size. He'll center it. It's picked off. As skating towards Neutralize and driving it all the way in is number 43, Andrew Bellant. Bellant, Bellant. He's got an A on his sweater, 1 assist in 11 games. Messner across the center ice, pitches it to Berg. Berg back towards Messner, left side. As Grizzlies in the attack zone, as Messner got the puck jammed away by DJ King, the former Norfolk Admiral. As the puck goes to Gallant right wing, Gallant gets double teamed, and Indy will jab the puck back to Neutralize. Fairbrother will peel back into the Grizzlies zone, keeping his head up, as the Grizzlies will filter some forwards on and off the ice. Berg and Gallant exit as Fairbrother dances around. He's down the middle. Now veer off towards the near boards. I'll pitch it to Aragon left wing. Aragon gets cut off along the near boards before he enters the Fuel zone, as Indy will drop it back to the Utah line and beyond as the puck wobbles towards the near goal line. Manning gets it. Manning's out there with Briley Wood, Aaron Aragon, and Craig Armstrong. He'll drop it off for Kabori Dunn, number 28. Dunn over to Manning, who pitches to Armstrong. Now back towards Manning, who whips it around the boards. Indy jabs it back to Neutralize. The puck slides into the Grizzly zone. Far circle, run down by Dunn. As we have 22 seconds and counting left in Utah's first power play of the game. 2.5 minutes in, still no score. Dunn to the left wing for Armstrong. He steps over the Fuel line, and he gets divorced from the puck by Ty Farmer. Puck glides past Kabori Dunn. Schill will play it behind his net. Fuel make a line change. 5 seconds left in the Utah power play. As Dunn over in the far corner does a spin move, trying to separate himself from Maksimovic, who had 26 goals with Indy last season. Over to Jensen at center ice. He'll loft it way into the fuel zone, all the way over Ben Goudreau's head. Puck behind Indy's net. Grizzlies cut it off. No score. 3 minutes in. Tyson Upper gets pushed by Nick Grima. Grima won a 6th defenseman for Indy tonight. Indy in a red jersey, white numbers. They'll push it towards a high slot. Grizzlies jab it off a Fuel skate as Indy's got odd man. Break, 3-on-2. The Fuel center out in front. Shot goes wide as they're looking for Maksimovic out in front of the net. Maksimovic has 1 goal in 12 games this season. Puck bounces back to neutral ice. Run down by Cameron along the near boards. Grizzlies get 5 fresh skaters on the ice. As Reed Morrison exits, Morrison was in his first pro shift. Cody Corbett along the far side, trying to get it towards Lebster. Taking it is Galan, who's got an A on his sweater, as does Messner. Both guys are on the ice now. Indy throws it back near the Grizzlies bench, jabbed away by Corbett as the puck will wobble all the way deep into the Fuel zone near corner. Indy brushes back to the far side where it's run down by Corbett. As Corbett, 2-on-2, they battle over in the far corner as Messner takes a spill. Indy comes out with it as they'll loft it to neutral ice. The puck skips into the Grizzlies zone, run down by Chase Hartje. Hartje wearing number 20 will lay it for another Grizzly, and that's Lebster. Lebster wearing number 17 will get it across to Corbett. Corbett sporting long hair. Blue line to blue line pass gets over towards Messner. Indy comes back up with it. Fuel have numbers as they race into the attack zone. Spodniak drops it for Gagne. He'll feed it across the Lombardi. Shot is poked away by Fairbrother. Grizzlies come back from right to left. Lebster crossing center ice. He'll skip it in. Puck wobbles towards the near corner. Grizzlies will switch up forwards. 4.5 minutes in, still no score. Neither team's taking a shot. Boy, Indy really is trying to reinvent the dead puck era. As Kyle Powell in his first shift as a Grizzly and first shift in North American Pro Hockey throws it back to center ice. As Nick Grima out to neutral ice, keeps his head up. He'll push it towards the Utah line. It's gathered down the middle. As Llewellyn tried to veer off to the right, Grizzlies will slide it, and puck skies all the way into the Fuel zone. Grima around the boards towards the far side as Cam Hausinger, one of the best defensemen that Indy has. He gets back checked by Bergs. The puck goes to Grima. Rink wide pass connects towards Hausinger. Hausinger skates towards the left circle. Righty shot. Glove saved by Shield. Boy, Cam Hausinger just kind of casually skated towards the far circle. He fired a low liner, and Shield makes a glove save about ankle high. He holds on, and believe it or not, 5:13 into the game. That was the first shot taken by either team. Indy allows 23.5 shots per game this season. The Grizzlies averaged 33.4, which is about in the middle of the pack of the league. We're just getting underway, so grab some chips and dip in a beverage of your choice and enjoy a little bit of Wednesday with us. First of a 3-game set. As Utah wins the draw, Cade Jensen slides along the near boards to Aragon, who will loft it to center ice. As Utah's Cameron Buell tries to box DJ King away from the puck. This goes back to neutral ice. Grizzlies have it as Cameron Buell will push it towards the Indy line near side. It's gathered by Nilsson, who dumps it in. As Goudreau plays it behind his net. Puck's going to be on the boards, it feels like, the entire series. At least that's the way it's been the first 6 minutes. Grizzlies are going to need to win the battles along the wall. Puck skips off the far side. Reed Morrison gets it. He's a big 6'3" forward. He was in training camp with Greenville. Fairbrother back to Morrison, neutral ice. Nil sky it in as it hits the top of the boards behind Indy's net. Fuel come back the other way. Indy's quick with the puck is Bielik. Connor Bielik wearing number 6. He's got an A on his sweater. Gains center ice. Nil backhanded in. Shield behind his net gets it towards Fairbrother. As Fairbrother will push it towards Corbett. Corbett will tap it off the far boards, looking for a Grizzly player, and that's Morrison at the Indy line. Puck goes all the way deep into the Indy zone as the Fuel are 200 feet away as they skate from left to right. As they'll roll along the boards, it takes a really strange hop towards neutral ice. Brian Lemos, the former Kansas City Maverick, ahead as the Mavericks skate around Utah's net. They get towards Farmer, right side. Righty shot goes wide as he missed stick side on Shield, looking for a redirection mostly. As the puck kept opposite center ice, Farmer gets it back. He's at the Indy line. He'll get it across as Cameron gets the Lemos in Grizzlies territory. He'll dump it in from neutral ice. Fuel get pushed along the boards by Hartje, who holds up number 23, Kevin Lombardi, who's a big 6'5" forward, 229 pounds. As puck is jabbed along the far side, and it's batted by Lebster. He swung, he kind of lunged for it and missed it with his glove. Puck behind the net. Grizzlies chase Hartje, trying to get towards the left side for Messner. He couldn't gather the puck along the near boards at center ice, so icing is on Utah with 12 minutes and 56 seconds left in the first. And with shots in typical Indy Fuel games being so low, if you're the Grizzlies, you're just going to have to find a way to capitalize on every chance you get. That's going to be pretty much the main story of the game. Utah's without a shot through 7 minutes, and Indy's only taken one. That was taken from the left side, and that was by Cam Hausinger, who's got 2 goals in 12 games this season. Draws in the left wing, and it's in the Grizzly zone. Utah wins it. They'll poke it out to center ice, does Reed Lebster, as Indy will skate back to their line, and they'll sweep it to center ice near side as the puck is dumped in by Spodniak. And now he'll get it towards Gagne. Gagne skates towards the near corner. Messner cuts him off. Now Messner gets the puck in the near corner deep in the Grizzly zone. He'll get to Lebster. Lebster tried to get towards Gallant, pass behind him, but it goes to neutral ice as Indy has to tag back up. Fuel at center ice. We'll get it to the Utah line. They couldn't get the skipping puck as it goes towards Lebster. He'll slide it to Hartshee. Hartshee will direct it into the Fuel zone to nobody in particular. Hausinger's very upset at Hartshee. Hausinger doesn't have his helmet as he grabs Hartshee by the shoulder. Hartshee can't believe, Hartshee didn't think he did anything wrong. Hausinger will grab his helmet as Hartshee iced the puck. The whistle blows. Hausinger was upset at Hartshee as there's 12:15 left in the first. Draw is going to be in the Grizzly zone. No timeout as was an icing. As the draw is going to be in the near circle of the Grizzly zone. Hausinger will take the draw against Luke Manning. Manning, the first-year pro out of St. Thomas. As the draw won by Indy, Chris Cameron, their captain, gets towards Llewellyn. Back to the right side. Sajin with a shot. Saved by Shield. Backhand shot by Llewellyn. Saved by Shield again. Llewellyn gets it in the far side. He'll skate towards a point. As Llewellyn skates towards a high slot, fires it towards the net, and it got redirected by Hausinger. He yells something we can't repeat as he redirected it out of play. As we get a whistle and a timeout. 11 minutes and 59 seconds left in the first, and we've only seen one shot. Or actually, Indy's up to 3 shots officially, and the Grizzlies have taken none 8 minutes in. Still no score. It's the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Every new day is a chance to be kinder to your body and your mind. U of U Health is here to help you build strength and confidence every day. Let us help you be a better you. U of U Health, official health partner for the Utah Jazz, Utah Hockey Club, Utes Athletics, and the Utah Grizzlies. Take the first step today at uofuhealth.org.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to americafirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
We're 8 minutes in, still no score. Grizzlies did have one power play, and that came early as Chris Cameron, the Indy captain, got an interference minor 45 seconds in. Grizzlies didn't get a shot off on that power play, and the Grizzlies are still yet to get an official shot on goal. As we're 8 minutes in, Indy's taken 3 on Adam Shield, including 2 over the last minute. Cam Hausinger for Indy's going to take the draw against Utah's Cade Nilsson. Indy's NHL affiliate is the Chicago Blackhawks. The Grizzlies' NHL affiliate is the Colorado Avalanche. Avalanche are in action tonight against the Vegas Golden Knights. A national TV game taking place in about an hour from now as the puck gets kicked towards the near corner. Dunn retreats after the loose puck gets to Aragon, who directs it to center ice for Buell. Back to Aragon at center ice, and he'll dump it into the far corner. Chasing after it's Nilsson. He closed the gap on Hausinger early. Nilsson tried to get to the middle. It went between the legs of an Indy Fuel player, and that's the former Grizzly Brandon Sajin, who was with Utah during the 2019-2020 season. Fairbrother gets it done across to Aragon at center ice. He crossed the red. Aragon chips it to Buell at the blue. Buell dumps it in. Buell was a defenseman for the Grizzlies on Sunday against Tulsa. Utah is without 3 key defensemen in Yoon, Dashke, and Shearer. They're all out of the lineup today. As Bielik throws to the near circle. Fuel skating from left to right as we see it from section 114. Hausinger gains center ice. And he'll sky it into the far corner as it Hippolyop's on one hop of the ice off the boards. Grizzlies get it towards Lebster, pushes to center ice. Farmer gathers it for Indy. He'll move it to his right. It glanced off of Messner's skate and on to Lebster, who gets it to Gallant, back to Lebster, left side. He tried to center it towards Messner. Now it kicks towards him. He tees it up. Shot saved by Goudreau. Boy, Lebster had the puck in the left side, just skipped it towards Messner. Messner found a sweet spot and fired a one-timer. Goudreau made the save. That was Utah's first shot on goal, which came 9 minutes and 8 seconds into the contest. Same three forwards on the ice, Lebster, Gallant, and Messner, with the defensive pairing of Kyle Powell and Cody Corbett. Corbett's got some long hair. Can't tell right now if he's sporting a beard. He might be. He was sporting a beard at times last season in the 7 games he was with Utah. Utah wins the draw. Corbett fires it into the near corner. He retreats defensively as Ty Farmer gets blasted by Gallant. As Indy will skate into the right side with some speed. Skating towards the corner with momentum is Jalen Lupin. Now shot and saved by Shield. Boy, Lupin danced around the near corner and got it towards the middle. Shot was taken, and Shield makes a stop with 10:37 left in the first. Boy, Indy's got some big guys. You talk about Cameron at 6'5" and 220 pounds, and Lombardi, the big 6'5" forward, but they kind of match that up along with Jalen Lupin, who's 5'10" and 154 pounds, and he's got a ton of speed. Lupin dropped it off for Farmer on the right side. Farmer took the shot just outside the circle that Shield made the save on. Fuel win the face-off as Indy along the near corner. Maximovich will drop it off to the spot he vacated as they throw it towards the middle. Bielik with a one-timer, and he fanned on it as it went over the head of Shield and over the crossbar. As Indy back to the left side, get it to the corner. Maximovich, he danced around. Now fired off the far boards. Indy skates around the net. Bielik, high slot. Righty shot is blocked by Corbett. Bielik towards the near corner. He gets around Briley Wood. He tried to throw it towards the middle. Manning lunged at it. As the puck along the near boards, 2-on-2 battle. Indy comes out with it. They get it to the left side. Fuel, left circle, lefty shot. Saved by Shield, and the Grizzlies clear it out. Adam McCormick took that shot from the left side. McCormick has 1 goal through 6 games this season. This is game 7. Grizzlies in the offensive zone. Tyson Upper got spun around. He was in the area with Nick Grima, number 37. Grima, a defenseman. As Reed Morrison, a big 6'3" forward, and Tyson Upper hold their ground. Morrison fires to the far corner. Dunn gets it. He'll get it to Berg. Back towards Dunn. It was about chest high as Dunn lets it go towards the near boards at the end wall. As Indy will kick it back to center ice. Morrison gets it, and he'll fire it off of Grima. Chasing after it's Tyson Upper out in front of the net. Upper couldn't get a shot off as Indy did a good job taking his time and space away. That was McCormick doing the job for Indy. As Grizzlies over in the far corner, Armstrong gets around Grima. Before he got around the net, McCormick cuts him off. Indy coming up with a puck. As a Fuel, they'll drag it out towards new trisel, banking off the far boards. Lemos chases after it. He gets a stride before done as Lemos literally kicks it to the near side. Grizzlies get the loose puck. Jensen over to Armstrong at center ice, and Armstrong dumped it in, but just to the Indy line as Armstrong got occupied by Chris Cameron. Armstrong comes off the ice. We have 8:43 and counting left in the first. Indy has outshot the Grizzlies 5-1 as there's still no score. Harchie back in the Grizzlies zone, skeets towards his own end wall, and he'll bank it off the near boards for Buell. Over to Nelson down the middle. He crosses center ice. He'll shuffle to his left for Aragon. Back to Buell. Tried to center it to Nilsson. Pass goes wide of the mark. Indy ices the puck. Harchie chases after it, and the whistle blows with 8 minutes and 23 seconds left in the first. Both teams will be off tomorrow, and the second game of this 3-game set is going to be Friday night. There's a special Black Friday whiteout ticket offer, as that AFCU Friday $12 ticket offer applies to everybody for 1 week only, and that's on Black Friday where you can get a $12 ticket. Saturday is pickleball night and the final game of the series. Draws in the Fuel zone, far side. Cole Gallant will take the draw. He wins it. Reed Lebster along the far board, skates towards the corner. Lebster, sharp angle, hits the side of the net. As now Lebster battles with Chris Cameron, who's been active for Indy's, played a ton of minutes here in the first 12 of the game. As there's still no score, Indy's taken 5 shots. Grizzlies officially listed with 1. As Messner jabs along the near boards towards Harchie, tried to get it back to Messner. It got taken away by Gagne. As a 2-on-2 battle along the near boards, Harchie gets pushed in the back by Spodniak. As Harchie gets hit in the face by Spodniak, no call. As we might not see many penalties in the game. Grizzlies the least penalized team in the league. Utah gets it to Gallant. One-timer to Lebster, and that goes wide, and it deflects off the protective netting. Boy, Gallant was along the far goal line, centered it to Lebster. Lebster got plenty on it, but just missed high as it ricocheted off the glass and out of play. 7:43 is left in the first. The Grizzlies, over the last couple minutes, they have been able to get some offensive zone time. Briley Wood will take the draw. He's got Manning to his right and Berg to his left. Up top are Corbett and Cade Jensen. As Hausinger will take the draw for Indy. Wood's kicked out of the circle. Manning will take the draw. Manning's taken quite a few face-offs for the Grizzlies here so far this season. Hausinger is one of Indy's best face-off forwards. Hausinger wins the draw. Indy will carry the puck out to neutral ice. Llewellyn gets towards center ice. He gets cut off by Berg. Puck will wobble towards Corbett. Corbett backhands to Manning near the Grizzlies bench. Turnover. Indy skates down the middle. Take a lefty shot. Saved by Shield. Indy hacking away. Puck still alive as the puck fires towards the end wall. Shield gets his stick back as Indy over in the left corner, or left point, back to Farmer. Shot from the right side gets redirected and it goes wide. Indy gets it towards Sajin. Back towards Grima. Centering pass. Shot and a score. Llewellyn to Hausinger to the back of the net. As Hausinger was out in front, Llewellyn fired a centering pass towards him. It looks like it might have bounced off a Grizzly, though, as everybody on Indy says that Darby Llewellyn gets the goal. As Llewellyn had Hausinger over there, it looked like it bounced off of Jensen. It bounced off of Jensen's skate and into the back of the net. As Jensen was battling with Hausinger, that's exactly what happened. Jensen kicked it into his own net, and Indy takes a 1-0 lead, 7:09 into the first. So for Darby Llewellyn, he gets his first goal of the season. This is game 11 for him this year. Llewellyn last year had 1 goal in 21 games. With the Fuel, draw one by Indy. They skate from left to right. They lead 1-0 about 13 minutes in. Puck jams it off of Dunn's stick at center ice. Grizzlies chase after it. As looks like the faceoff's going to come back to center ice. Indy has outshot Utah 8-1. Llewellyn with the goal. The assists go to Brandon Sajin and Ty Farmer. It's Farmer's second assist of the year, and Sajin gets his 4th assist. Sajin now leads Indy. He led coming into play tonight, but he has 7 points this season to lead the Fuel, 3 goals and 4 assists. Fairbrother gets it towards the Indy line, where it's taken by Grima, as he'll get it towards number 22, Lupin, Jalen Lupin, who's got an AHL contract with Rockford. Lupin, a former Chicago draft pick. Center ice, upper dumps it back in. As Indy, Maximovic, he gets hit in the far corner. Grizzlies try to center it out towards Nielsen. It's picked off. Indy comes back the other way. 3-on-3, they enter the attack zone. As the Fuel skates towards the far corner, Maximovic stops. He'll fire it back to the corner that he vacated. Now back to Maximovic. He centered it out in front. It bounced off the skate of Lupin. Grizzlies come back the other way as Armstrong will drag it out to neutral ice. Now Fairbrother across to Buell. Buell enters from the right side. Tried to drop it off, but the only guy there was a member of the Fuel. And that's Brian Lemos. Puck goes back to the Utah line. Fairbrother dangles to the puck. Now slide it to Jensen. Jensen at the far goal line of the Grizzlies zone will now skate down the middle. Now he'll veer off to the left. Jensen dangles the puck. Now he'll throw it to the right side for Gallant, who enters. Gallant gets around King. Now Gallant over to the far side. He gets taken down by Cameron. Indy comes out with the puck. As the Fuel gets a neutral ice. 5:44 and counting left in the first. As dumping it in is Nathan Burke, the former Grizzly. His first game against Utah. He was with the club last season. Puck bounces to the far side. Lebster slides it across looking for Messner, who couldn't reach it. Farmer will dump it back into the Grizzlies zone. Jensen spins around to the near corner. He gets to Messner at the Utah line. Messner over towards center ice for Gallant. He gets tripped up. Call's going to be made. Cole Gallant accepted the pass at center ice and skated down the middle towards Goudreau. He got tripped up, and it was an easy call. Going to the penalty box. Let's see who it is. Taking the penalty is Kevin Lombardi, the big 6'5", 229-pound forward. He gets 2 minutes for tripping. Grizzlies are on the power play for the second time tonight when we come back in 1 minute. Indy leads Utah 1-0 on Darby Llewellyn's first of the year. This is the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Why is Jerry Seiner the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. We've got over 350 new Kias to choose from. Savings. Shop over 30 new Kia Seltos models and save up to $2,000 off when you buy. Jerry Seiner has been the area's most trusted automotive source for over 40 years. Little wonder then how we've made thousands of friends to last a lifetime. Jerry Center Kia, Salt Lake.
When you pay with the Nitro card at Maverick, you always save 10 cents or more on fuel every gallon, every day. And you could save a whole lot more thanks to Nitro Best Price. Pick up a Nitro card and upgrade your Adventure Club account today.
It's a Fuel 1, Grizzlies nothing. 5:21 is left in the first period. Kevin Lombardi gets 2 minutes for tripping. Time a penalty. 14:39 into the first period. Grizzlies are on the power play for the second time tonight. Indy took a 1-0 lead as Darby Llewellyn scored 12:51 in with Sajan and Farmer getting the assist. Grizzlies win the draw. They're in the attack zone. Over on the left side of the ice, Fairbrother fires towards the net. It's blocked by DJ King's knee. And the Fuel couldn't clear it out. Fairbrother on the left side winds and fires it. Misses stick side. Puck bounces out of play off the protective netting as Fairbrother had two pretty good looks. They couldn't find the back of the net. Indy is up to 8 shots. Grizzlies have 1. As there's 1:44 left in the power play. Grizzlies will keep the same 5-man unit on the ice. Gallant, Messner, and Berg are down low with Lebster and Fairbrother up top. Berg's going to be in front of the net for the majority of this power play. Watch out for Mick Messner, especially on the right wing. Messner's got a pretty good shot. He has 5 goals on the year, which is time for the club lead with Neil Shea, who's currently with the AHL's Colorado Eagles, and Johnny Fairbrother. Draw won by Indy towards the near boards. Lebster chasing after the loose puck. He gets double teamed by King, as now all 4 members of the Fuel are out there, as Berg gets pushed from the back by Lemos, or make that Messner gets pushed by Lemos, as Grizzlies continue to hold their ground, as the scrum has lasted a good 10-12 seconds, and coming out of the pile towards the end boards, Berg will slide it off the far wall to Fairbrother, who gets it in the right point. Back towards Messner. Messner chips it towards Fairbrother. It's picked off. Brian Lemos has a breakaway, skates down the middle. Lemos skates in, righty shot, saved by Shields. It bounced off his glove. Puck still alive. Fairbrother over towards the far side for Lebster. Lebster gets the center ice. He'll pitch it across off the near boards. Aragon chasing after it. Farmer gets there a stride ahead of him. Aragon tries to box him out along the end boards. As Lebster gets pushed, Armstrong chasing after it. As puck goes to Gallant, he'll get it up top to Dunn. Dunn in the high slot. Fakes it. Now fakes a shot. Trying to get towards Gallant. He couldn't reach it in the right circle. Lebster over to the right side. Lefty shot. Saved by Goudreau. That shot was taken by Aaron Aragon. As Armstrong gets it center ice to get there before Gagne. Armstrong tried to pitch it to the near corner. It's picked up by Farmer's. Had a good period. And Farmer will slice it all the way deep into the Grizzlies zone. Dunn will get it. Less than 25 seconds left in Utah's power play. They've got 1 shot here on the power play officially. 3:40 left as Dunn will sky it deep into the Fuel zone as it bounces off the boards in the near corner. 3-on-3 battle, and it feels like the puck's going to be along the boards the whole series. Grizzlies going to have to win those battles, or at least their fair share. Hausinger will flub it all the way towards Shield. Gathers it at the near goal line. Fuel switch up and get 4 fresh skaters on the ice. Lombardi's out of the box. Successful penalty kill for Indy. They're 2 for 2 on the PK tonight. Indy still leads 1-0 on Darby Llewellyn's first of the year. He scored 12:51 in. As Goudreau looks over his right shoulder, and another scrum along the boards. That's gonna be something else. We're gonna see so many scrums along the boards. Now we got another one over on the far side. As Indy carries the puck out to center ice. 2-on-3. Indy over the attack line. Maksimovic stops in the right point, fires towards the net. Saved by Shield in the butterfly position. Grizzlies get it out to center ice. Nilsson crosses center. Maksimovic hacks away at Nilsson as Maksimovic picked up his glove at center ice. Nilsson dumps it in. Puck squibs towards the near boards. It's taken by Connor Bielik. Bielik ahead towards center ice. And dumping in is Lupin, the former Blackhawks draft pick. As Grizzlies around the boards towards Fairbrother. 2.5 minutes left in the first period. Indy leads 1-0. Archie danced around behind Shields' net. Shields a big 6'3", 192-pound goaltender. Out the center ice. Upper tried to sweep it. Indy got there about the same time. Grizzlies back at their own end as they'll tap it to center ice. Lemos played it about waist high. Not too high for a high stick. As Lemos gets around, Gallant gets the center ice left wing, and he'll backhand it in. Puck got about 6 feet of air under it. As Grizzlies, Cole Gallant carries to neutral ice. He gets it jabbed away. Taking the puck as Lebster skates horizontally towards center ice. Now he skates north-south past the Indy line. He'll skate in righty. Shot goes wide from the right wing. Boy, Lebster created his own scoring chance out of nothing. Did everything but score a goal there. And watch out for Lepster. He could step up big this series. Corbett across between the legs of Messner at neutral ice. Messner jabbed at the puck towards center ice. Now Hausinger skates in right side, throws it towards Sajan. Shot saved by Shield. And the Grizzlies clear it out to neutral ice. Trying to keep it in was McCormick. He couldn't keep it in, though, as Hausinger, right side, steps over the attack line, fires towards the net. It bounced off of Llewellyn, his teammate. Grizzlies get it out to center ice for Berg. Bouncing puck. Berg was able to corral it. Gets to center ice. Snell dump it in as Berg and Buell try to sandwich a Fuel player, and the Fuel player was able to avoid it. Fuel lofted to center ice. Out to the right side. Buell couldn't get the puck about knee high. Couldn't calm it down as Grima skates behind his net. 1 minute left in the first. Fuel lead 1-0. They have outshot the Grizzlies 10-2. Out to center ice. Skating in with speed is Gagne. Skates to the right side. Skates in on Shield. Shot. Saved by Shield. Rebound goes towards Utah. Nilsson trying to clear it out to neutral ice to bounce off the referee. Now to neutral ice. Armstrong gets the puck near side. He'll drop it for Jensen across to Fairbrother. 38 seconds left in the first. And the Grizzlies have taken 2 shots as Indy. We had mentioned them trying to reinvent the dead puck era, and it looks like it's well in command. As Indy, a ton of battles along the boards. They've really roughed up the style of play, but Indy's been very effective with it this season. Fairbrother in the near corner, 20 seconds left. Gets it towards Wood as Wood carries it out to center ice. Wood gets around DJ King, steps over the offensive line, right point, and he tried to get it around King. As Indy poked it away from Gallant. 5 seconds left in the period. Indy skies it to the Utah line. It's gloved and dropped by Harchie. And that will do it for 20 minutes here at Maverick Center. And what an odd frame it was. Boy, Indy kind of looks like the early 2000s New Jersey Devils. They just challenge you at every stop. Grizzlies really had to work just to get the puck to neutral ice. And, we'll see what happens here in the middle frame. But Indy really took control of the first 20 minutes of play. They scored a goal 12:51 in with Darby Llewellyn getting his first of the year. Sajan and Farmer picked up the assist. The pass was taken by Llewellyn. He was in the left wing, tried to center it out to Hausinger in front of the net. It bounced off a Jensen skate and passed Schill for the game's only goal. Well, when we come back, we'll recap the first period of play. We'll also go over some scores from around the world of sports. It's a very busy night in the league, the 4-letter league, as there's about 9 or 10 other games. In fact, every team in the Mountain Division is in action tonight. We'll go over those scores as well as the league standings, and in particular in the Mountain Division on the other side. Once again, after one period of play, it's the Fuel 1 and the Grizzlies nothing. This is the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Smith's always gives you more ways to save on top of our lower than low prices. And when you download the Smith's app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons and earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. With a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. Discover more ways to save big every day. Smith's, fresh for everyone.
Commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual.
Why is Jerry Seiner the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. We've got over 350 new Kias to choose from. Savings. Shop over 40 new Kia Sportage models and save up to $2,500 off when you buy. Jerry Seiner has been the area's most trusted automotive source for over 40 years. Little wonder then how we've made thousands of friends to last a lifetime. Jerry Seiner Kia, Salt Lake.
Welcome back to Utah Grizzlies Hockey. I'm Tyson Whiting. After one period, Indy leads 1-0 as Darby Llewellyn Sender to pass out towards Cam Hausinger. Bounced off the Cade Jensen skate and found the back of the net. Brandon Sajan and Ty Farmer got the assist. Sajan, the former Grizzly, gets his 4th assist this season. He leads Indy with 7 points this year. Indy got 2 shots from Hausinger, 2 from Sajan, and 2 more from Darby Llewellyn. And then 5 other Fuel players with 1 shot. And it appears that we talked about that centering pass that bounced off a Jensen skate. Well, it appears that there's been a scoring change, as they say that Hausinger got a piece of it. As it appears, the goal has been changed, and it now goes to Cam Hausinger, who gets his 3rd goal of the season. That ties him with Sajan for the club lead. The assists go to Sajan and Llewellyn. So instead of a goal, Llewellyn gets the assist. Sajan also gets an assist. And for Ty Farmer, well, he doesn't get a point, as they can't hand 3 assists out on a goal. So it looks like there was a scoring change, as Hausinger gets his 3rd of the year with Sajan and Llewellyn. In fact, that scoring change just happened right after the first period, just a couple minutes ago, as the off-ice officials were able to get a longer look to see if Hausinger got a piece of it. Interestingly enough, when Indy was celebrating the goal, Llewellyn skated to the bench first. It was almost like Hausinger wasn't sure if he got a piece of it or not. Usually the guy who skates towards the bench first after a goal celebration is the one that gets the goal. But Hausinger apparently got a piece of the Llewellyn centering pass, and so he gets the goal, does Hausinger. 12:51 into the first period. Utah had 2 power plays in the first frame. Indy captain Chris Cameron got an interference minor 45 seconds in. Utah didn't get a shot off during the 2-minute power play. Kevin Lombardi got a tripping minor 14:39 in, and the Grizzlies did get a shot on that power play. I believe that was taken by Aaron Aragon. Messner and Aragon have 1 shot for Utah. Adam Schill in net for the Grizzlies, saved 10 of 11. And for Ben Goudreau, who already has 2 shutouts this season, stopped both shots he saw in the first frame. So we'll see if the Grizzlies can get some more chances. Now, in terms of scoring chances, as determined by the off-ice officials, Indy had 5 and Utah had 2. So the Grizzlies did get good scoring chances in both of their shots. There weren't many face-offs in the first period, but the Grizzlies won the battle of the face-off circle 8-4. Shorthanded shots, Indy had 1, and that was a breakaway that Brian Lemos had as he picked off a pass in the high slot. And he went low on Schill, and Schill made a nice save, glove side, off of Schill's left pad. Grizzlies had 9 hits. Indy had 6. Utah had 5 giveaways in the first period. Indy had 3. And it almost feels like if you're looking at a formula as to how can the Grizzlies generate some offense, well, it seems like the puck's going to be along the boards the entire series, as there were so many scrums along the boards, and the Grizzlies are going to have to find a way to win their fair share of battles along the boards. Utah did play a disciplined first period, and they did a good job staying out of the penalty box. The Grizzlies have the fewest penalty minutes in the league with 92, and it's an average of 6.57 per game. So the Grizzlies have done a great job of staying out of the penalty box, and they did so once again in the first period. Utah is without 3 key defensemen in Brian Yoon, Derek Dashke, and James Shearer, as all 3 of them are out of the Grizzlies lineup. It was good to see Reed Morrison making his Grizzlies and professional debut. He was in training camp with the Greenville Swamp Rabbits. He was cut right after camp. Morrison played at the University of Western Ontario over the last 4 seasons. Last year, he had 6 goals and 6 assists in 23 games. And if it's going to be that sort of style where the puck's going to be along the boards quite a bit, Morrison, with his size and strength, 6'3" and pretty strong, listed at 201 pounds. He's every bit of that. He might be one of Utah's stronger players, and so he can end up being a key contributor in this series just based on the style of play we see in this 3-game set. We saw a little bit of Kyle Powell in the first period making his Grizzlies and pro debut. The one thing you notice about Powell is his size instantly. 6'6", 225 pounds, and he can deliver a wallop along the boards. And so that might be a guy that can make an impact in this series with the style of play, with shots probably being at a premium. After all, Indy only allows 23.6 shots per game this season. All 8 Mountain Division teams are in action tonight, including 3 head-to-head Mountain Division battles. Wichita has a non-divisional game. They host Worcester tonight. And good news in terms of the Mountain Division standings, Worcester got a 1-0 victory over Wichita as the Thunder's record falls to 9-8-1. Worcester's record is now 7-9-0-1 as Worcester gets the 1-0 victory over the Wichita Thunder. Other action in the Mountain Division, second intermission, Tulsa leads Kansas City 3-2. Tulsa's 10-4-1 this season. They are in first place in the Mountain Division with an even 700-point percentage. Kansas City is 9-4-1-1. They have 20 points and a 667-point percentage. Both teams are playing their 16th game of the season, so first place is on the line at BOK Center. And after 2 periods, Tulsa leads Kansas City 3-2. After 1 period at the Monument, Allen leads Rapid City 1-0. Also, after 1 period, Tahoe leads Idaho 1-0. Sloan Stanek has the lone goal in the game. He scored 16:36. And Tahoe has outshot Idaho 10-5. Other action in the league, most of the games have gone final. Wheeling defeats Toledo 4-1. Norfolk gets a 4-3 victory over Maine. South Carolina defeats Jacksonville 4-1. In a shootout, Greenville gets the extra standing point. They defeat Atlanta 3-2. Trois-Rivières over Adirondack 3-1. 2 non-Mountain Division games currently going on. 4.5 minutes are left in the third period. Cincinnati looks like they're going to get their second win of the year as they lead Kalamazoo 5-0. That game with 4.5 minutes left in the third. And after 2 periods, Bloomington, an expansion franchise, leads Iowa 3-0. Grizzlies will have a 3-game series at Bloomington in mid-January. Looking at the Mountain Division standings, Tulsa and Kansas City are battling for first place in the Mountain Division. Tulsa's got a 700-point percentage and 21 points. Kansas City has 20 points and a 667-point percentage. Wichita lost tonight. They stay at 19 points. Idaho is in 4th place in terms of standings points with 17. However, they've got the 4th best point percentage at 567. Wichita's got the 5th best point percentage. Tahoe has only played 13 games. Tonight's their 14th game. Tahoe has a record of 7-4-1-1. They've got 16 points, which is the 5th most in the league, but they have a 615-point percentage, which ranks 3rd in the Mountain Division. Allen is a 500 club at 5-5-3 on the season. They trail by 1 goal after 2 periods. Grizzlies and Rapid City both have 11 standings points. Grizzlies do have a better point percentage, as Rapid City does have a game in hand on the Grizzlies. When we come back, we'll check in on those who are living the dream as we go over some NHL scores. We'll also talk some hockey as well. It's the first of a 3-game series, and it's the first meeting between the Grizzlies and the Fuel since November 17th of 2018. The Grizzlies won that game as they took 2 out of 3 games in a set in mid-January of 2018 against the Indy Fuel. We'll come back and have some NHL scores on the other side as Utah trails Indy 1-0 after 1 period. This is the Utah Grizzlies hockey.
Why is Jerry Seiner the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. We've got over 350 new Kias to choose from. Savings. Shop over 30 new Kia Seltos models and save up to $2,000 off when you buy. Jerry Seiner has been the area's most trusted automotive source for over 40 years. Little wonder then how we've made thousands of friends to last a lifetime. Jerry Seiner Kia, Salt Lake.
Smith's always gives you more ways to save on top of our lower than low prices. And when you download the Smith's app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons and earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. With a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. Discover more ways to save big every day. Smith's, fresh for everyone.
Welcome back to Maverick Center's first intermission. Indy leads Utah 1-0. It's a busy night in the ECHL. It's also a busy night in the three-letter league. Let's go over some NHL scores. Minnesota shuts out Buffalo 1-0. Blues get a 3-0 shutout victory over the New Jersey Devils. Carolina defeats the New York Rangers 4-3. That's the three finals. Later on tonight, the Grizzlies NHL affiliate, the Colorado Avalanche, hosts Vegas. Colorado is 12-10 this season. Vegas is 14-6-2. Also at 8 o'clock, Winnipeg is at the LA Kings. Winnipeg is 18-4 this season. Also at 8 o'clock, Anaheim is at Seattle. And at 8:30, Ottawa is at San Jose. Action going on right now. 6 minutes are left in the third period. Detroit leads Calgary 1-0. 8 minutes left in the third period. Washington and Tampa Bay are playing an exciting one. They're tied at 4 late in regulation. Also with 8 minutes left in the third period, Florida leads Toronto 3-1. Late third period, Boston leads the New York Islanders 5-3. And also late third, Pittsburgh is a 5-3 lead over Vancouver. 8 minutes left in the third period, Montreal leads Columbus 3-2. Montreal's in the second night of a back-to-back. They lost in overtime to the Utah Hockey Club, as Utah got a victory in overtime. And Mikhail Sergachev was the hero. Dylan Gunther also scored a goal for Utah. As the next game for the Utah Hockey Club will be on Friday night, as they take on Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, and the Edmonton Oilers. Early third period, Nashville leads Philadelphia 2-1. Halfway through the second, the Indy Fuel's NHL affiliate, the Chicago Blackhawks, lead Dallas 5-1. Chicago is in the middle of a rebuild. They are 7-12-2 this season. Dallas is 13-7. We'll see what happens here in the second period. We'll see how many scoring chances the Grizzlies can get, as it looks like Indy is that sort of relentless defensive team where you got to work for pretty much everything you get. Offensively, as Indy's defense is relentless. I kind of like the fun fact. Indy has won 5 games this season. They've got a record of 5-6-0-1. In 4 of the 5 Indy victories, they have shut out their opponent. They've got 4 shutouts. Ben Goudreau's got 2, and former Grizzly goaltender Peyton Jones has 2 shutouts. Jones left. He's now playing in Europe in the same league that Josh Wesley, the former Grizzlies captain, is playing in. Goudreau has 2 shutouts, and in fact, he is 1 shutout away from tying the Fuel's single-season shutout record. And we're only in mid-November. Indy hasn't even had a home game yet this season. If you joined us late, it's a crazy story for the Fuel, who are in their 13th game of 15 straight on the road to start the season. That's right, the Fuel's home opener is going to be on December 6th, as they got a brand new building that's being built. In fact, I think the building, from what I could tell, was just completed this month. Their home opener is against the Iowa Heartlanders. That's going to be on Friday, December 6th, 9 days from now, and I'm pretty sure that's going to be a festive atmosphere over at the new Fishers Event Center. We'll come back here at Maverick Center and have second period action. This has been the Utah Grizzlies Intermission Report on the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters.
Welcome back to Maverick Center. I'm Tyson Whiting. We'll have second period action here shortly. They did change the goal. If you stepped away for a few minutes, Indy scored 12:51 into the first. Darby Llewellyn had the puck on the left side, tried to center it. Looked like it bounced off of Jensen's skate, although the off-ice officials, after a thorough review, say that Cam Hausinger got a piece of it. Hausinger gets the goal, which is his third of the year, which he is now tied with Brandon Sajan for the club lead. Sajan and Llewellyn got the assist. for Darby Llewellyn. He was hoping it was his first goal of the season. He gets an assist. It's his first point of the year for Brandon Sajan. He's the former Grizzly who played in the 2019-2020 season. Sajan, I believe this is the first time he's been back here at Maverick Center since. He has played with some other teams in the league. Sajan with the Grizzlies, it was his first year as a pro. He's a bit inconsistent at times, but he would have 1 or 2 games a month where he would be the best player on the ice. Now, remember one game in Allen in February of 2020, where every time Sajan was on the ice, the Grizzlies had great scoring chances. Sajan has played with Wheeling, Kalamazoo, had 11 games with Wichita, but the Grizzlies didn't play against Wichita when he was there, and this is his first season in Indy. It's his sixth season as a pro, 5th year in the ECHL. Grizzlies in the second period will be skating from left to right as we see it from high atop section 114. Aaron Aragon, Cade Nilsson, and Cameron Buer, the 3 forwards. The captain, Gianni Fairbrother, and Cody Corbett. That's right, if you joined us late, Cody Corbett signed with the Grizzlies earlier today. For Indy, taking the draw is Ryan Gagne. He's out there with the local junior hockey legend, Matu Spodniak, as well as Kevin Lombardi. Defensively, it's Lucas Brenton and Ty Farmer. Draw goes past Brenton, who chases after it as the Fuel skate from right to left. Spodniak moves to his right, now at center ice. Flying in is Farmer. He'll drop it to the right point. Lombardi, right point, righty shot. Saved by Shield. And he holds on after the shot was taken. Lombardi was leveled by Cameron Buell. 17 seconds into the second period. Indy is up to 12 shots. Grizzlies have taken 2. Both of those were scoring chances by Utah. Mick Messner and Aaron Aragon each have 1 shot on goal. Grizzlies will have the same 5 on the ice. Nielsen directs traffic. Same 5, it appears, for Indy as well. Fans take up a Let's Go Grizzlies chant. Pretty good crowd for a Wednesday, day before Thanksgiving. Utah wins it. Fairbrother will carry the puck right wing across center ice. Fairbrother over the attack line, and he gets rammed along the near boards. As Nelson gets double team, taking the puck as Aragon skates in, back in, shot, saved by Goudreau. Puck goes up top. Fairbrother shuffles towards his left, he'll take a lefty shot, saved by Goudreau. Grizzlies with a rebound, shot, saved by Goudreau again. Webster tried to get in there and jab after the puck. Indy built a wall in front of Ben Goudreau as he holds on. Boy, Grizzlies took 3 shots in that barrage as they're up to 5. They took more shots there in that 20-second stretch than they took in the entire first period. Good shift by the Grizzlies' 5-man units. Cameron Buell right there, and Aaron Aragon skating around the net had a nice backhand look. Aragon's up to 2 shots. Drow's going to be in the left circle. As Messner will take the draw, he's got Gallant to his left and Lepster to his right. Off the draw, Gallant fires the low liner, saved by Goudreau, and he holds on as Grizzlies are up to 4 shots here in the second period. Gallant looking for his first goal of the season. He's kind of been the Grizzlies' version of Utah Hockey Club's Nick Schmaltz. He's racked up the assists. He's got 8 assists in his last 8 games, but Gallant still looking for his first goal. Reed Lepster's really made an impact so far tonight for the Grizzlies. He could be one of Utah's key forwards in this set. Grizzlies win the draw. Lepster gets up top to Jensen, who swings and misses on a one-timer from the high slot, trying to time it up. As the puck in the near corner, Sajan and another Indy Fuel player acts away with the Grizzlies and Mick Messner. Messner throws it behind Indy's net. Fuel will clear it out as it tattoos off the far boards. Jensen and Dunn chase after it, but Schill will backhand it towards Jensen, who skates behind Utah's net, trying to get towards Jensen. Jensen will knock down Hausinger. Grizzlies come back from left to right. Crossing center ice is done. He'll push it to his left. Grizzlies trying to chip it back towards Gallant. Did Lepster. Puck kicks to the near corner as DJ King, big defenseman, used to play with Norfolk. He's behind his net. He'll sweep it over to Sajan, who gets to Hausinger. Hausinger across center ice. Moves to his right. Lunging for the puck, and it bounced off his stick was Connor Bielett, number 6. Bielett in his 13th game this season. Luke Manning gets around a check. Now Manning at center ice will fire it off the far boards. Wood chases after it, delayed offside, so Wood lets Indy play it. Grizzlies tag back at neutral ice. As taking the puck is Grima. He crosses center ice. He gets pushed by Wood. As Grima hits the ice, Grizzlies come back in. Berg along the near board, skates towards the corner, keeps the puck. Now he shuffles back towards the point. He gets cut off And now another scrum along the near corner. It goes up top. Corbett across to Fairbrother, who shuffles towards the high slot. Fairbrother fires towards the net. It gets redirected and goes wide. As looking for the redirection was Berg in front of the net. Berg skates towards the near boards. He gets double teamed. He'll push to the near corner. Manning delivers a shot on Grima. As Billick over there with Morrison. Taking the puck is the speedy one, Lupin. Jalen Lippin gets to the Utah line and dumps it in at the end of an Indy shift. As Kabori Dunn gets it off the near boards. Puck at center ice. As Lemus throws it between his legs at the center ice logo. Fairbrother fires it in. As Goudreau tried to glove it. It looked like it deflected out of play. We get a whistle. 17:22 left in the second period. So Grizzlies so far have outshot the Fuel 4-1. Seems like here in the second period, the Grizzlies have shown a little bit more spirit. Over the course of the season, the second period has been Utah's best. Draw's going to come back to center ice. Actually, the two linesmen aren't sure where it's going to be. And it looks like Andrew Collins pointed to Andy Van Wagner and said center ice logo right there. Van Wagner will skate over there. He'll drop the puck. Winning the draw is Brian Lemos. As Indy leads 1-0. So Fuel will loft it in. Schill behind the net. Schill played with the Chicago Wolves of the AHL last year. Drops it for Dunn, who gets it towards Morrison. As Upper gets it taken away, puck goes back towards Upper. Kind of threw a soft pass towards Dunn. Indy on a back check took it away, and Brian Lemos rolls it along the boards. Lemos played against the Grizzlies as a member of the Kansas City Mavericks. Utah comes up with it, 2-on-3. Armstrong flies to the right wing. Stops in the point after stepping over the offensive blue line. Gets it across to Dunn, who backhands it in deep. Upper looking for his first pro goal. Skates towards the near goal line. Now Upper will roll it along. Armstrong chasing after it. Ty Farmer gets there a step ahead of him. Armstrong rams into Farmer. Puck to center ice. Pass ahead. Skating in is Nathan Burke. He'll skate in. He'll take a shot. He scores. And the former Grizzly gets some revenge as Nathan Burke is fired up as he skates towards the near side to celebrate with his teammates. And Burke gets his third of the year. As the Fuel have extended the lead, it's now 2-0. Boy, Burke kind of cherry-picked to the Utah line. Indy nudged him a pass, and Burke skated in, and he roofed it. Top shelf over Schill's left shoulder. Yeah, Burke got between the defensive pairing of Fairbrother and Hartje. Burke came in with all sorts of momentum, and he just fired it high off Schill, on past Schill. So Nathan Burke, the former Grizzly, had 18 goals with Utah last season. Gets some revenge. The Maverick Center crowd is quiet. Icing on the play is DJ King, and Cameron Buell kind of tied things up and neutralized. Buell couldn't accept the pass. Nathan Burke's goal was scored 3:26 in. Brian Lemos and Andrew Bellant with the assists. Bellant gets the second assist of the year, and for Lemos, it's his fifth assist of the campaign. It's Indy 2, Utah nothing. Cade Nelson will take the draw for the Grizzlies. Nelson, the native of Nottingham, England. His father's a head coach in the EIHL. Draw won by the Fuel. DJ King drops it. Lombardi left side. Righty shot saved by Schill in the butterfly position. Rebound goes to Indy. They skate towards the right point. Dancing around is Gagne. Fancy stick handler. He's in the far corner, dangling with the puck back and forth. As he continues to fiddle and diddle, he tried to get it to King in the near circle. Grizzlies will clear it out. Gagne's got good speed. He'll race after the loose puck and skate around Indy's net. So he'll drop it back behind Indy's net on the outside of it for Chris Cameron, their captain. Up ahead, long-range pass, glanced off the stick and neutralize. Fuel make a line change. Grizzlies will slice it towards Lebster, who couldn't corral the puck about knee-high. Now Lebster will have a tap off his stick towards the Indy line. Fuel will dump it in. I thought it got redirected at neutralized, and the Fuel thought so as well, as Grima was at the Indy blue line, and icing is on the Fuel, as Indy really arguing. Cam Hausinger getting after it with the linesman. Now he gets after it with the other linesman, saying that the puck should be at center ice. Hausinger disagrees as he shakes his head back and forth. Could this be the forward line that gets it done? Gallant out there with Messner and Lebster. They've done a pretty good job here for Utah all season. Grizzlies win it. Lebster left side shot saved by Goudreau, as Lebster had skated around the net and had a pretty good look from the far circle. Grizzlies skate from left to right here in the period. McCormick gets it out to center ice. It's tapped back in by Webster. Nick Grima gathers it for Indy. He'll push it across to McCormick. McCormick thought about a long-range pass. Instead, advanced it to center ice off of Llewellyn's stick. Now Gallant along the near boards at center ice. Will sweep it in. Playing it behind the net is Goudreau. He'll feed it to the near side. Indy, long-range pass down the middle. Taps off of Llewellyn, stick on to Sage and back to Llewellyn. He skates the left side, look to center it towards Hausinger. It was on his backhand. Hausinger gathers it and fires it towards the near corner. Grizzlies come back the other way. As Webster crosses center ice, Indy back defensively. As Webster dumps it in, Indy literally built a 5-man wall at their blue line. Grizzlies in the far corner as they get held up. Berg joins the play. As he skates towards the point, he gets a stick lifted by Billick as Indy comes out with it. Boy, the Fuel are relentless along those boards. Sajan gets it out to Neutris, looking for Billick. Billick couldn't get it, and icing is on the Fuel. Sajan was looking for a neutral zone pass, and if that would have connected to Billick, he would have had a pretty good look. 14:32 left in the second. It's a Fuel 2, and the Grizzlies nothing. Cam Hausinger scored 12:51 into the first period. And on a breakaway, the former Grizzly Nathan Burke got his third of the year. He scored 3:26 in. Most of Burke's production with the Grizzlies last season came in the season's first half. Indy wins the draw. Sajan out to center ice to Farmer. He crosses center. He gets cut off at the Utah line by Dunn, but Farmer's able to get it in deep as a bet battle between Jensen and Billick. As Billick couldn't get the puck as it glides along the near boards. Now Indy comes out to the far circle. As a Fuel skate in, shot saved by Shield. As trying to go 5-hole was Leipen, Jalen Leipen, puck in the left point. Fuel fire towards the net. It's blocked by the ankle of Briley Wood. Now behind to the near goal line as Maximovic gets cut off. He'll feed it up top. King, left wing, centers to Maximovic in the high slot. He'll pivot and fire it off the far boards. Pass goes wide of the mark. Indy gets it in the far corner. King gets up top. But the Fuel couldn't get the bouncing puck. Retreating after it at Neutris and backing out into his own zone is Lucas Brenton, 6'4", 212 pounds. Looks every bit of it. Puck towards the Utah line. Armstrong cuts off Billick. Wood gets the bouncing puck. 2-on-2, he crosses center ice. Wood tried to dump it in. It bounced off the linesman. Wood gets it back and finally fires it to the near corner. Wood will come off the ice for a change. 13:20 K-Fan left in the second period. Indy leads 2-0. Puck goes to Neutris for Armstrong. He'll shuffle it across. Grizzlies tag back up. Now back to Armstrong on the right side. He'll skate towards the circle. Lefty shot goes wide as he missed the net stick side on Goudreau. Left point. Grizzlies fire it wide towards the near corner as that was taken by Corbett. Fairbrother trying to get it towards Morrison. It tapped off the skate back towards the corner as King gets there a stride before Morrison. As the Fuel will tap it back to center ice. It's swept by Fairbrother back towards the Grizzlies bench, but Indy gathers it. Fuel must be winning all the 50-50 pucks this season, as they've done so here tonight. It's a Fuel back in their own zone. Brian Lemos has got an assist tonight. Skates with his head up down the middle. Crosses center ice, trying to backhand it in. It bounced off the Upper. Upper, the Calgary native. He'll gain center ice, and he'll throw it in. As Upper comes off the ice. King in the near corner crowds that he's got good hands for his size. He'll loft it to center ice. It goes past Lombardi. Grizzlies at center ice. Buell will backhand it in as the puck takes a rough ride along the boards. Goudreau will roll it along the far board. Spudniak delivers a shot on a Grizzly, and that's Jensen. Jensen back to his feet. Spudniak, the local junior hockey legend, the former Ogden Mustang, who averaged 3.5 points per game for Ogden in the 2016-2017 season. He's got some people here to see him. 2-on-2. Grizzlies in. Aragon left side shot. Saved by Goudreau. As Aragon had a pretty good look as he raced towards the far circle. He took a shot right into Goudreau's body, and Goudreau makes the save. Cameron Buell was cutting towards the net, and now it looks like DJ King is attacking Cade Nilsson. Cameron has Aragon by the shoulder. 11:56 left in the second period. Aaron Aragon leads Utah with 3 shots, but it's the Field out of a 2-0 lead on goals by Cam Hausinger and the former Grizzly Nathan Burke. We'll come back in 30 seconds as Indy leads Utah 2-0. This is the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab tires.
It's the Fuel 2. The Grizzlies nothing. Utah does have a 5-4 shot advantage here in the second period. Aaron Aragon leads the Grizz with 4 shots. He has 4 of Utah's 8 shots. Messner, Lebster, Fairbrother, and Gallant each have a shot. I've been really impressed with what I've seen from Reed Morrison in his Grizzlies and pro debut. He was cut in training camp by the Greenville Swamp Rabbits. Morrison played at the University of Western Ontario. He's got good size at 6'3", 200 pounds, native of Calgary. In fact, there's 4 or 5 natives of Calgary on this Utah roster. Offensive zone draw for the Grizzlies in the left wing as Aragon took a high-quality look, skating into the left circle before Goudreau made the save to stop play. Off the draw, Lebster fires towards the net from the left wing. It goes wide. Now Hart, she will backhand it towards the net. Shot, a score! The captain, Gianni Fairbrother, gets his 6th of the year, and the Grizzlies get on the board. It's now a 2-1 game. And the fans get to their feet for the first time tonight. Archie had the puck on the right side, just lofted it towards Goudreau. Bounced. Fairbrother with good hands was able to gather it and quickly fired it past Goudreau. As just skipped twice off the ice, Fairbrother gathered it, and before Goudreau could track the puck, Fairbrother put it past the goal line. So Archie should get an assist for that, and that would be Archie's first ECHL point. He ended last season in the EIHL. He gets his first North American pro point with the assist. As Fairbrother gets his team leading 6th of the year. As puck deep in the Grizzlies zone. As Indy over to the right point, fires to the far corner. Hausinger hits the side of the net. Sajan chases after it. Beginning there first is Lebster. He gets there about the same time as Llewellyn. 2-on-1 battle. Indy comes out with it. Hausinger left side will skate in. Righty shot. Save. Rebound shot. A save by Shield. As Hausinger punches the glass over in the far corners. He thought he had one. But 2-on-1 battle on the boards. Hausinger came out with a puck, and he had a grade A chance along the near side skating towards Shield. As Hausinger was denied twice by Utah's goaltender. Utah got on the board 8-13 in, with Fairbrother getting his 6th of the year. Harchie and Reed Lebster getting the assist. We mentioned Lebster. He's really been a standout performer for Utah here tonight. Lebster now has 3 goals and 3 assists on the season. And for Chase Harchie, congratulations. It's his first point in a Grizzlies uniform, and it's his first point as a professional. Draw one by the Fuel. They're in their offensive zone, skating from right to left as Farmer gets bounced along the near boards by Wood. Llewellyn back to the near corners. The Grizzlies hold up. Indy. Oh, it's going to be holding on Kabori Dunn as he just had Hausinger in a bear hug. And yeah, holding's a signal from the referee. Darby Llewellyn arguing his case. He talks with the referee. Kabori Dunn can't believe it. He gave Hausinger a bear hug from behind, and he gets a penalty. So Indy goes in the power play for the first time tonight. The Fuel are 13.5% on the power play. Grizzlies penalty kill is 51.6%. Dunn gets 2 minutes for holding, 8:56 into the second period. Fuel lead 2-1. And with the way they can play defense, well, you're hoping that the Grizzlies can find a way to kill off this penalty. Jalen Lippin takes the draw for Indy. Gallant gets kicked out of the circle. Messner will take the draw. Looks like Messner shaved his mustache. He was sporting a mustache and it looked like he shaved it off. They're working on the clock there. It looked like a second had already come off of Kabori Dunn's penalty according to the scoreboard. They got to put 2 minutes back on. As they'll work on that at the scores table. First of a 3-game set. Both teams will be off tomorrow. Friday's going to be the next game. 7:10 face-off. Gear tickets, UtahGrizzlies.com. Indy wins the draw. Lemos out towards Bielik. He'll feed it to the near goal line. Trying to throw it in front of the net. Lombardi. It bounced off a skate, and I think that was Corbett's skate. Over in the high slot. Back to Bielik in the left wing. He'll take a righty shot. Saved by Shield. Rebound goes towards the end boards. Indy will fire it to Bielik. Bielik left side. Trying to center it towards Burke. Grizzlies get it and clear it out. Lemos gathers a loose puck at the near goal line. Grizzlies make a change. 30 seconds into the Indy power play, their first of the night. Nathan Burke with long strides crosses center ice, steps over the attack line, backhands it towards Bielik. He feeds it up top. Lippin gets to Lemos, who danced around in the high slot. Now he backhands it towards Lippin. He's on the right side, shoulder fake. Now he gets to the far goal line. Now to Lemos down the middle. Take a righty shot, and it's blocked by Manning. As Lippin dances around, does a pivot over on the right side, skates towards the right circle, shuffles towards his right, over towards Bielik, who swings and misses on a one-timer. Puck back to the far side. Lemos dances around. He's in the far corner. He feeds it up top. As Lippin skates towards the left point, gets to Bielik, who fires it across off the far boards for Lemos. Lemos to the far goal line for Burke. It taps off of his stick. Burke lunges to move it to the near corner. Now to Bielik, who almost lost his balance. Lebster took it away as he gets it towards Manning, and Manning will fire it off the near glass all the way deep towards Ben Goudreau. 25 seconds left in Indy's power play as Manning will come off. Indy gets to neutralize. They cross center. Now they're backing out to the Fuel line as Sajan left side steps over the line, gets towards Gagne, who fires it across. Indy making a change as the puck go back to neutralize. As puck goes to Maximovic. Right side, he gets a pass, Fairbrother. Maximovic gets blasted by Corbett. Puck taps off the stick. Kabori Dunn fresh out of the box. He'll try to loft it towards Nielsen. It's picked off by Gagne. Grizzlies are back at full strength. Utah's 1 for 1 on the penalty kill tonight. Indy skates down the middle. Gagne couldn't handle it. Puck glides towards the far point in the Grizzly zone. Nielsen gets it, and he'll ice it all the way towards Goudreau, who raises his left arm, and the linesmen raise their right arm in unison. The referee, Brendan Schreider, raises his left arm. 8:41 left in the second. Indy has doubled up Utah in shots, 18-9. But the Grizzlies have 7 shots here in the second period, and so do the Fuel. Maximovic on the ice for Indy. He's standing in the slot. He had 26 goals for the Fuel last year. Fans take up a Let's Go Grizzlies chant. Cade Nielsen will crouch down to take the draw for Utah. Nielsen played at the University of Alaska Fairbanks. As Lippin and Aragon exchange some words. Now Aragon getting after it with Maximovic. Fans like to see that spirited type of action. I'm sure some words were exchanged. Aragon and Maximovic. Draws in the left circle. Fuel in the attack zone, skating from right to left here in the period. As the draw goes towards the near corner, loose puck taken by Fairbrother as he'll slice along the far boards. Maximovic over towards the far corner, avoids Corbett's check. Corbett took the puck away from him as Nielsen did a good job occupying Maximovic. 2-on-2, Grizzlies cross center, dumping it in and getting held up as Messner. Boy, fans wanted a call, but none to be had. As puck at neutralized along the near boards, Gallant takes a spill as he was battling with Bielik. Grizzlies will get it. Jensen gets a skipping puck as he'll pivot. He loses it, but gets it back in front of Schill, about 10 feet in front of the Utah netminder. Jensen pushes to the far side. Grizzlies direct it to Lebster. Glanced off his skate. Grizzlies enter 2-on-3. Armstrong tried to center it out in front. Nobody home as it went between Bielik's legs. Gallant over towards Armstrong. He lost the puck as he was skating towards his left, towards the middle of the ice. Bielik crosses center. He'll get it towards Lippin. Lippin gets blasted along the wall by Hartje. Puck back to the near boards. It got vacated. Hartje over there as Indy closed the gap on him. That was Nathan Burke. Burke and Hartje battle. Puck back up top. Indy feeds it to the near circle. Skating towards the middle is Lemos. He'll take a righty shot that's blocked by Gallant. Now Indy to the left side, bouncing off a Grizzly skate and off of Armstrong's face was the puck. Armstrong holds his ground, though, as back to the near circle. Left side pass shot. And the Grizzlies stick it away. Good defensive work by Cole Gallant. He gets towards Armstrong across the center ice, and he'll dump it in as Armstrong feels his face as he got hit with a puck. Kind of a glancing blow. Colin Lee, the Grizzlies trainer, will look over him. Armstrong walks to the locker room. About 7 minutes left in the second period. Indy leads 2-1. Both teams have 1 goal here in the middle frame. Indy will tap it off the near boards, lunging at it and getting the puck is Ballant. Puck glides along the boards as Ballant was battling with Kabori Dunn. Grizzlies will tap it towards new tries. Somehow it was kept in by Cameron with his long reach. 6'5" with the long stick. Indy near circle. Skating around and blowing a tire is Indy, and that's Lombardi, the big 6'5" forward. Gagne gets rammed by Aragon. As puck over in the near corner. Indy gets up top. DJ King collects it. He'll skate towards his right. He'll tap it to the far corner. Lombardi gets it. Lombardi tried to drop it off for Gagne. Utah got it and cleared it all the way out was Nielsen. That's going to be icing on the Grizzlies with 6 minutes and 16 seconds left in the second. Join us on Friday night, Black Friday Whiteout. Grizzlies will be wearing specialty jerseys for the occasion. And you can get a great $12 ticket offer. And take advantage of that. That's UtahGrizzlies.com. And don't forget, Saturday is the Grizzlies' first ever pickleball night. Go to UtahGrizzlies.com and get the special ticket offer with the pickleball paddle. The only place to get that, though, is UtahGrizzlies.com. Go there now and secure your pickleball paddle for Saturday night. There's only 2 of them available. They'll sell out. Grizzlies cross center ice. Buell will sky over the protective netting as the puck flies deep into section 118. As a fan in about row 15 comes away with a souvenir as Buell dumped it in and almost dumped it all the way out of Maverick Center. That puck was closer to the concourse than it was getting anywhere near the rink. Draws going to be at new tries. 6:07 left in the second. Hausinger has been very emotional, very outspoken here tonight. Takes a draw against Manning. Grizzlies win the draw. Wood throws to the near corner. He gets cut off by McCormick as both guys are going after a loose puck. Indy out to center ice, kicks off the skate. Llewellyn chases after it near the Indy bench, and he'll gather it and backhand it in. Llewellyn chases after the Grizzlies behind their net. Corbett throws to the far side as Berg gets it jabbed at and taken away. Hausinger will fly it back in. Corbett outlets it to center ice. Pass goes tape to Berg. He'll tap it off the near boards. Ty Farmer gets back checked by Wood, but Farmer will direct it to the far corner. Bielik and Farmer out there with 2 Grizzlies. As Lippin will fire it deep into the Grizzly zone, chasing after it's Maximovich. Left circle, shot, saved by Shield. Grizzlies get the rebound. They'll clear it out to center. Skipping puck taken by Lebster. Fires to the near corner. Gallant gets behind the defense, but taking him Gallant off the puck is Lucas Brenton. Grizzlies far goal line. Righty shot. Hits the side of the net that was taken by Gallant. As Lebster over to Gallant, left side. Fanned on a shot. Indy comes back the other way. Fuel skate down the middle. As the Fuel left side takes a shot that goes wide. And that was Lippin, who has pretty good speed. Just got the puck skated down the middle, veered off to the left, fired away. But Shield made the save. And the whistle blows with 4:54 left in the second. It's Indy 2 and Utah 1. It's the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection. But at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry. And nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to AmericaFirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
Welcome back to Maverick Center. Indy leads Utah 2-1. Draw's going to be in the Grizzlies zone as before the whistle, Jalen Lippin took a shot from the left wing. Shots are pretty close to even in the second period. Indy has taken 9. Grizzlies have 8. Indy is 4-0-1 when scoring first. They did tally the first goal, which came by Cam Hausinger, 12:51 into the first period. Grizzlies have been a good second period club. They have 42 goals this season, including the one tonight. 19 of the 42 were scored in the second period. Utah is without 3 very key defensemen in Brian Yoon, Derek Dashke, and James Shearer. Dashke and Shearer missing their second straight game, and as for Brian Yoon, he'll probably be out close to another month. Yoon got hurt a week and a half ago in the final game of the Allen series. That was game 3 of the 7-game road trip. Grizzlies are looking to end a 4-game losing skid. Indy is in game 13 of 15 straight on the road. Fuel got a record of 5-6-0-1. Cade Nilsson will take the draw against Brian Lemos near circle. Draw won by the Fuel. They skate from right to left in the second period. King drops it for Ballant, but the puck exited the zone to neutralize. Ballant will shuffle towards his right, and so dump it in. Buell was in the area. Grizzlies will flub it all the way into the Fuel zone. Running it down the far side is Chris Cameron, their captain, over to Lemos. Tape to tape. Ahead to Nathan Burke, crossing center ice. Burke in the right wing. Gets around Hartje. Burke around the net. Take a shot. He scores! And the Nathan Burke revenge game continues as he gets the second of the night as he just skated along the right wing, got around Hartje and roofed it over Schill. And Burke, who had 18 goals with the Grizzlies last season, gets his second of the night. Good play by Nathan Burke. He just got around Hartje. Kind of a tough angle. Just fired it right over Schill's right shoulder. Burke's goal was scored 15:30 into the second period. This Maverick Center crowd is silenced. Burke with the goal. Lemos and Chris Cameron with the assist. That's Lemos' second assist of the period. As Grizzlies have the puck at their line. As Fairbrother out towards Manning. Manning skates the right wing. Nathan Burke might actually be part of Grizzlies' fun facts we'll get to here shortly. Deep into the Fuel zone. They feed it to the corner as Bielik will toss to Lippin, who moves it back into the Grizzly zone. Utah skating from left to right. Fairbrother over to Jensen, back to Fairbrother, who skates along the far goal line. Now he skates down the middle. Fairbrother, the former third-round pick by Montreal, gets to center ice, and he'll helicopter it into the near corner as Manning got held up by Bielik. Puck goes back to Indy. He's taking it is Nick Rima. He'll get to center ice. Indy throws it in. Grizzlies back out. Wood, 2-on-3. Steps over the offensive line, lays it for Manning. Puck glides along the boards for Manning's stick. It's a Fuel run it down as Indy gets it back behind their net for Adam McCormick. McCormick, a 6-foot defenseman. He'll get to center ice left wing. Dumping it in is Maximovich. As puck to Reed Lebster. Lebster skates ahead. Dunn gets to the Lebster at center ice. A glance off of his stick back to the Fuel. Farmer, diagonal pass towards the near side. Taps off the near wall. Lombardi dumps it in. Gallant gets pushed in the back. Now the Fuel gets the right side. Lefty shot is blocked. As the Fuel gets the left side, Bernard feeds it to the near circle. Lefty shot saved by Shields. That shot was taken by Ryan Gagne. Gagnier. Gagne, 6 feet, 185 pounds. Still looking for his first goal of the season. Yeah, think about Nathan Burke scoring the 2 goals against the Grizzlies. I have better memories of Nathan Burke, and that's the overtime game winner that he had against Idaho on February 10th, 2024, as Utah won 6-5. It's Thanksgiving week, and the Grizzlies have been a pretty good team at this time of year. In the last 5 seasons where the Grizzlies played on Thanksgiving week, over the last 6 seasons, Utah's got a record of 10-3-1. We got a fight! Cam Hausinger is fighting Gianni Fairbrother. As Fairbrother and Hausinger, both guys put their palms up. As Hausinger's been very outspoken tonight. Now Fairbrother blocks him up. Fairbrother tying him up. Fairbrother holds up Hausinger. Fairbrother gets in an uppercut. Hausinger with 2 rights on Fairbrother. As now Hausinger swings and drags Fairbrother to the ice. Cam Hausinger is by far not the biggest guy that Gianni Fairbrother ever fought. Hausinger has been very outspoken and emotional all game. Fairbrother will skate towards the locker room, and considering the Grizzlies are without 3 key defensemen, I think that was a ploy by Hausinger to get Fairbrother off the ice. When Gianni Fairbrother was in juniors, he got in a fight, and it's on YouTube. He got in a fight with Matt Rempe. That's right, Matt Rempe, the big 6'8" forward in the New York Rangers organization. Fairbrother fought him and held his own. Hausinger was able to get 2 or 3 rights in, and then he dragged Fairbrother to the ice before Fairbrother could really find a way in. It was interesting. Hausinger and Fairbrother kind of danced around for a bit before tying up. Schill actually pushed his net back towards the end boards. So 5 minutes for Fighting each. It looks like Fairbrother does get a minor. There's 2 minutes on the board for Fairbrother, according to the scoreboard. So it looks like the Grizzlies might be shorthanded. There's 5 on the ice right now. The 3 officials in about half of the league games. There's 2 officials. In this one, there's just one referee and 2 linesmen. Half the games are 2 referees and 2 linesmen. So there's 3 officials. Some of the league games, there's 4. As the referee, Brendan Schreider, is going to talk with Grizzlies head coach Ryan Kanasowicz. Hausinger goes 5'10", 192 pounds. So he is 10 inches shorter than Matt Rempe, who Fairbrother got in a fight a few years ago in juniors. That was back in the WHL. A Grizzly is going to the penalty box, and that is Tyson Upper. So it's a power play for Indy. It's their second power play of the game. As Fairbrother got an extra 2 minutes. He might have gotten 2 minutes, and then Hausinger and Fairbrother fought. As Tyson Upper is representing Fairbrother in the holding cell. Draws in the left circle, and it's won cleanly by the Grizzlies, but the linesman says, my bad. Fairbrother gets 5 for fighting. He also got 2 minutes for removing elbow pads. And Hausinger just got the 5 for fighting. Indy wins the draw. Lemos throws it off the near boards for Bielik. Bielik back towards Lemos, who feeds it to the right corner. As the Fuel gets to the far corner, dancing around. Burke on hat trick watch. Gets towards Bielik. Back to Lemos. He's in the left point. He'll shuffle towards his right now in the high slot. Lemos already with 2 assists tonight. Over to Bielik. One-timer, and he scores. He roofed it over Schill's right shoulder. It is now a 4-1 Fuel lead. And that power play came because Fairbrother removed his elbow pads before the fight. Kind of an odd one. An odd penalty that you maybe see like once a year. So Fuel get a goal with Colin Bielik. It's his second goal of the season. Bielik, the native of Brighton, Michigan. Bielik was all alone. Lemos is going to get an assist, and I think he'll get the primary assist. That's Lemos' 3rd assist of the second period. As Grizzlies over the attack line, Corbett, right point, lefty shot, kick saved by Goudreau. As Indy towards the near side, battling with Berg. Berg battling on a Indy double team. Berg gets held up along the boards. Indy comes out with a puck. As the Fuel will squib it out to center ice. It ricochets off the far boards. Jensen gets it. And it looks like Cameron Corbett's out there with Jensen, but that's a big loss not having Fairbrother for a few minutes. He went towards the locker, and he probably had to be patched up. As the Fuel get it towards the middle. Corbett back to center ice. Crossing center ice, right wing is Manning, who skates towards the corner. He gets pushed along the boards by big Lucas Brenton. As puck over to Kabori Dunn, right point, righty shot goes wide. Chasing after the loose puck is Gagne. He'll bounce it off of Aragon, who's got 4 shots tonight. Kyle Powell around the boards towards Dunn. Powell wearing number 44. Buell on the right side fires a lefty shot. Saved by Goudreau on the butterfly position. Rebound towards the near corner. Gagne will helicopter at the center ice. Spudniak gets hit in the side by Buell. Spudniak divorced from the puck. He's got some fans that are here specifically to see him, mostly Ogden Raptors fans, and maybe some members of the Ogden Raptors or Ogden Mustangs front office. Left point, Messner fires towards the net on a changeup, and it's gloved by Goudreau, who holds on with 50.5 seconds left in the second period. The 2 Spudniak, he got hit by Buell at center ice, but he is a local junior hockey legend. In fact, I still think about that year he had with the Ogden Mustangs. His final year, the 2016-2017 season, he averaged 3.31 points per game. He had 146 points in 44 games. He had 69 goals in 44 games. That was definitely a nice season for Spudniak. Indy will saucer it deep into the attack zone as Maximov centers it out in front. Shot goes wide. That was taken by Lippin. As Grizzlies out to center ice. Messner throws to center. Cameron gets it jammed away by Lepster. Lepster skates towards the far circle. Shot saved by Goudreau. And he holds on with 26.7 seconds left in the second. Good hustle play by Lepster to create a scoring chance. He's done that twice tonight, coming out of nowhere and creating a good chance for the Grizzlies. You don't want to use injuries as an excuse, but Utah is without Dylan Fitz for their third straight game. And when you don't have three quality, and I mean quality defensemen in Brian Yoon, Derek Dashke, and James Shearer, it's going to be tough. Indy leads 4-1. Grizzlies win the draw. Left point, Jensen fires it off the end boards. In front of the net, Indy gets it, and they clear it out. Does number 22, Jalen Lippin. I keep forgetting his name, but he's played pretty well. Icing on Lippin and the Fuel. 15.5 seconds left in the second. Jalen Lippin, former draft pick, 270th overall back in 2021 with the Chicago Blackhawks. In fact, Lippin is on an NHL contract with the Chicago Blackhawks. He's one of two Fuel players currently on an NHL deal. Backup goaltender tonight, Joe Verbetic, is also on an NHL contract. Indy wins the draw, 12 seconds left. They'll bounce it off the side to Maximovic. And puck goes back to center ice. King fires towards the net. It's blocked away by Shield. 2 seconds left in the period. And that'll do it for 40 minutes here at Maverick Center. Indy led 1-0 after one period. Grizzlies did get a goal from Gianni Fairbrother, 8:13 in. So he's just an assist away from a Gordie Howe hat trick. Nathan Burke scored 2 goals in the second period, and Connor Bielik scored a power play goal from the left circle, 17:42 into the second. Brian Lemos picked up an assist on all 3 of Indy's second period goals. Well, Grizzlies, do they have a comeback in them? Now we'll see here in the third period. Once again, after 2 frames, it's the Indy Fuel 4 and the Utah Grizzlies 1. We'll come back and recap the first 2 periods and also go over some league scores. This is the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Every new day is a chance to be kinder to your body and your mind. U of U Health is here to help you build strength and confidence every day. Let us help you be a better you. U of U Health, official health partner for the Utah Jazz, Utah Hockey Club, Utes Athletics, and the Utah Grizzlies. Take the first step today at uofuhealth.org.
Why is Jerry Seiner the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. We've got over 350 new Kias to choose from. Savings. Shop over 30 new Kia Seltos models and save up to $2,000 off when you buy. Jerry Seiner has been the area's most trusted automotive source for over 40 years. Little wonder then how we've made thousands of friends to last a lifetime. Jerry Seiner Kia, Salt Lake.
All right, the Coca-Cola can race is here at Maverick Center. First of a 3-game set against the Indy Fuel. We got Diet Coke, Coca-Cola, Fanta, and Sprite. The greatest tradition that started last season, the Coca-Cola can race here at Maverick Center. Sammy Miller talking things over with the contenders. Sammy Miller, the MC, not only here, but with the Salt Lake Bees and Utah Hockey Club. She's everywhere. All right, let's see. Grisby is standing about 50 feet in front of the cans. Diet Coke leads the season series, 2 wins. Coca-Cola and Sprite have 1 win each, and Fanta is still looking for its first win, although I think Fanta tied with Sprite one day. As they pretty much are just going to do a lap around Maverick Center, around the rink. Let's see. The cans are ready. The Coca-Cola can race here at Maverick Center. Let's see. Ooh, the winner gets a Coca-Cola Polar Bear. And they're off. Sprite off to a quick lead. Diet Coke's in second. And Sprite continues the charge as they lumber. Now Sprite falls down. Diet Coke slowly wobbling around the net to the left side of the ice. Fanta is chugging along. Fanta's got a lead. Diet Coke going to catch up. Fanta gets to center ice. They got to go all the way to the far corner on the right side of the ice. Fanta's the victory tonight. Fanta gets his first win of the season. Diet Coke's in second. Coca-Cola and Sprite both tumble to the finish line in a tie for third. Fanta gets his first win of the season as they are the victor here this evening in the Coca-Cola can race. So all 4 cans have a victory this year. Diet Coke is the only one with 2. We'll come back in 1 minute, recap the second period. Once again, the score after 40 minutes of play is the Indy Fuel 4 and the Utah Grizzlies 1. It's the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Smith's always gives you more ways to save on top of our lower than low prices. And when you download the Smith's app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons and earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. With a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. Discover more ways to save big every day. Smith's, fresh.
Second intermission here at Maverick Center. Indy leads 4-1. Fuel in the first period outshot the Grizzlies 11-2. Cam Hausinger got a centering pass from Darby Llewellyn and scored 12:51 in. The former Grizzly Brandon Sajan with an assist as well as Llewellyn. That was 12:51 into the first period as Indy took a 1-0 lead. It stayed a 1-0 game until Nathan Burke scored 3:26 in as he got a breakaway from about the offensive blue line in as Lemos fed him a pass. Burke was behind Utah's defense. Skated down the middle with speed, then fired it over Shields' left shoulder. Burke with his first of 2 goals on the night and third of the season. Lemos and Alex Ballant with the assists. That was 3:26 into the second period. Grizzlies got on the board as Gianni Fairbrother got his 6th of the year. As Chase Harchie was along the right wing, just kind of backhanded it towards Fairbrother. Puck skipped off the ice 1, maybe 2 times. Fairbrother got it and fired it past Indy goaltender Ben Goudreau. Goudreau was kind of looking towards Harchie and towards the near side, and he couldn't track the puck in time as Fairbrother gets his team leading 6th goal of the season. And that made it a 2-1 game. Indy extended the lead to 3-1 as Nathan Burke was along the right wing, entered the offensive zone, got around Harchie, and then just kind of stopped in the right circle, found himself a good shooting angle, and he fired it over Shields' right shoulder. Burke with his 2nd of the game and 4th of the season. Lemos and Chris Cameron pick up the assists, and so it's a Nathan Burke revenge game. He played with the Grizzlies last season and had 18 goals and 20 assists. As he played most of the season, he played in 64 games for the Grizzlies last year. And then Indy got a power play. Gianni Fairbrother and Cam Hausinger got in a fight, 17-12 into the second. And it was one of those. They dropped the gloves, danced around for about 15 seconds before tying up. 2 interesting things about it. Before they tied up, Schill pushed his net towards the end boards to give themselves a little bit more room, Hausinger and Fairbrother, as they were deep in the Grizzly zone. And Fairbrother removed his elbow pads. Well, Fairbrother and Hausinger each got 5 minutes for fighting, but Fairbrother got a 2-minute penalty for removing elbow pads. So that gave Indy a power play, and 30 seconds into the man advantage, Colin Bielik scored on a one-timer from the left circle. Lemos and Nathan Burke pick up the assist. So Burke contributed to all 3 of Indy's goals in the second period. He has 2 goals and 1 assist. Brian Lemos has 3 assists as he assisted in all 3 of the second period goals, and I believe he had the main assist in all 3 of Indy's second period goals. I remember Brian Lemos was a pretty effective player with Kansas City a few years ago, as he was part of Tad O'Had's team for 3 seasons. Actually, he was probably there a little bit before Tad O'Had, as Lemos was there from 2019 through 2022. This is his 3rd full season with Indy. I believe he got traded from Kansas City to Indy in the middle of the 2021-22 season. Last year, he had 10 goals and 35 assists in 64 games for Indy. He came into play tonight with 3 assists, actually 4 assists in 10 games. He picked up 1 assist in Indy's most recent game before tonight, and now he's up to 7 assists on the season. And Indy, who have really struggled to score goals this season, have put up 4 here through 2 periods. Indy is 1 for 2 on the power play. Grizzlies are 0 for 2. In terms of shots, Grizzlies have 13 of them. Aaron Aragon has 4. And then 2 shots each for Mick Messner, Reed Webster, Johnny Fairbrother, and Cole Gallant. And then 1 shot for Cameron Buell. So 6 of the 18 skaters for the Grizzlies have 1 or more shot here tonight. For Indy, Cam Hausinger has 5 shots. He is an assist away from a Gordie Howe hat trick. Colin Bielik has 3 shots, including 1 goal. Quite a few Fuel players have 2 goals, or 2 shots, including Burke, who has scored on both of his shots. Former Grizzly Brandon Sajan's got 2 shots, as well as Jalen Lippin, and Kevin Lombardi, and Ryan Gagne. They have 2 shots each for the Fuel as well. We'll see if the Grizzlies have a comeback in them. Indy is one of the tougher teams defensively. The Grizzlies were able to get 11 shots in the second period. Indy, on average, allows only 23 per game. In terms of scoring chances, there were quite a few of them. Grizzlies had 6 scoring chances among the 11 shots in the second period. For 2 periods, the Grizzlies have 8 scoring chances among their 13 shots. For the Indy Fuel, they had 8 scoring chances in the second period, and through 2 frames, they have 13 scoring chances in 23 shots. Grizzlies only had 1 giveaway in the second period. They have 6 through 2 frames. Indy has 7 giveaways through 2 periods. After 2 frames, it's Indy 4, Utah 1. Other action in the league, battle for first place in the Mountain Division, won by Tulsa. They defeat Kansas City at BOK Center 3-2. Early third period, Allen and Rapid City are tied at 1. That game being played at the Monument. It looks like Allen is going to have to spend Thanksgiving over in Rapid City. Can't think of a better place for that. And after 2 periods, Tahoe leads Idaho 3-2. All the other action in the league has gone final. Bloomington gets a 3-1 victory over Iowa. Cincinnati gets their second win of the season. They defeat Kalamazoo 5-0. Wheeling is a 4-1 winner over Toledo. Worcester defeats Wichita 1-0. Norfolk gets a 4-3 win over Maine. South Carolina defeats Jacksonville 4-1. In a shootout, Greenville gets a 3-2 win over Atlanta. And Trois-Rivières defeats Adirondack 3-1. Let's go over some NHL scores and check in on those who are living the dream. There's many games in the NHL tonight. A few of them have gone final. In overtime, Philadelphia defeats Nashville 3-2. Also in OT, Montreal gets a 4-3 win over Columbus. So in back-to-back nights, Montreal has been in overtime. Last night they lost to the Utah Hockey Club. And tonight it was Nick Suzuki scoring 44 seconds into the extra session as Montreal gets the victory over Columbus 4-3 in overtime. Pittsburgh defeats Vancouver 5-4. Florida is a 5-1 winner over Toronto. Boston defeats the New York Islanders 6-3. Washington over Tampa Bay 5-4. Detroit defeats Calgary 2-1. Carolina over the Rangers 4-3. St. Louis shuts out New Jersey 3-0. Wild shut out the Sabres 1-0. Games in progress. The Fuel's NHL affiliate, the Chicago Blackhawks, lead Dallas 6-2 with 6 minutes left in the third period. The Grizzlies' NHL affiliate, the Colorado Avalanche, are scoreless late in the first period against Vegas. After 1 period, the Kings lead the Jets 1-0. Also after 1 period, Anaheim leads Seattle 2-1. Halfway through the first period, Ottawa leads San Jose 1-0. So a very busy night in both the NHL and ECHL. When we come back, we'll talk some hockey, and we'll have third period action on the other side as Indy leads Utah 4-1. It's the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get.
Why is Jerry Seiner the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. We've got over 350 new Kias to choose from. Savings. Shop over 40 new Kia Sportage models and save up to $2,500 off when you buy. Jerry Seiner has been the area's most trusted automotive source for over 40 years. Little wonder then how we've made thousands of friends to last a lifetime. Jerry Center Kia, Salt Lake.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab Tires.
Why is Jerry Seiner the #1 Kia store in the Salt Lake region? Selection. We've got over 350 new Kias to choose from. Savings. Shop over 30 new Kia Seltos models and save up to $2,000 off when you buy. Jerry Seiner has been the area's most trusted automotive source for over 40 years. Little wonder then how we've made thousands of friends to last a lifetime. Jerry Seiner Kia, South Jordan.
We have an action-packed homestand here at Maverick Center. It's the opener of 6 straight here at home. 3 against the Indy Fuel starting tonight. Don't forget, Friday is Black Friday with a special ticket offer. The Grizzlies will be wearing specialty jerseys for the occasion. It's a Black Friday whiteout, so make sure to wear white for Friday night's game against the Indy Fuel. And then Saturday is going to be pickleball night. Go to UtahGrizzlies.com and take advantage of the pickleball paddle offer. There's only 200 of those Grizzlies pickleball paddles available. Go to UtahGrizzlies.com. It's a great deal. It's a very nice-looking paddle. And I hear it's pretty high quality as well, using in paddleball competition. And so make sure to take advantage of that. The only place to go to get the pickleball paddle is at UtahGrizzlies.com. Then the Kansas City Mavericks will be in town December 4th, 6th, and 7th. The final 2 games of that set, December 6th and 7th, are Healthcare Appreciation Weekend presented by U of U Health. That is next week, December 6th and 7th. As the Grizzlies take on the Kansas City Mavericks. Healthcare Appreciation Weekend is presented by U of U Health. We'll see if the Grizzlies have a comeback in them as they're looking to end this 4-game losing skid. Indy has been outstanding defensively, as per usual. The Fuel have 2 goals and 1 assist from Nathan Burke, and 3 assists, all of them in the second period, from Brian Lemos. We'll come back and have third period action on the other side. It's the Fuel 4 and the Grizzlies 1.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection. But at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry. And nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more.
Every new day is a chance to be kinder to your body and your mind. U of U Health is here to help you build strength and confidence every day. Let us help you be a better you. U of U Health, official health partner for the Utah Jazz, Utah Hockey Club, Utes Athletics, and the Utah Grizzlies. Take the first step today at uofuhealth.org.
Smith's always gives you more ways to save on top of our lower than low prices. And when you download the Smith's app, you can enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons and earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. With a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. Discover more ways to save big every day. Smith's, fresh for everyone.
The Grizzlies are looking for a comeback as they're down 4-1 against the road-weary Indy Fuel. It's game 13 of 15 straight on the road for the Fuel, as they've been on the road for the first month and a half of the season as their new arena is being built, and I think it's just recently completed. Fisher's Event Center. The Fuel's home opener will be on December 6th against the Iowa Heartlanders. And so for Indy, if they can find a way to win tonight, the record will be 6-0-1 through 13 games of the 15-game trip. That's pretty good considering that once they start the home slate, they're going to be home quite a bit from the start of December on throughout the rest of the regular season. So if they play anything like they have defensively in the first 13 games of the season, and they get goal scoring like they have tonight, with Nathan Burke contributing with 2 goals. Indy really has done a good job winning 50-50 pucks, and their game seems to be puck possession, as their head coach, Duncan Dalmeo, has done an outstanding job with his crew. Grizzlies are coming off a 7-game road trip where they went 1-5-1. Utah is hoping to stop the losing skid at 4 straight, but they're going to have to find a way to buckle down and just climb back into this one play at a time. Grizzlies will start the third period with Nilsson, Buell, and Aragon. Defensively is Kay Jensen and Kabori Dunn. Johnny Fairbrother is sitting in the penalty box serving a fighting major. And the same is the case for Indy forward Cam Hausinger. As Spudniak and Buell push each other before the puck drops. Brian Gagne takes a draw against Nilsson, and the draw won by the Fuel. They skate from left to right as we see it from high top section 114. Grizzlies skate from right to left. Ferocious Brown Bear against Metallica Song, left side. Spudniak with a lefty shot. Glove saved by Shield. He holds on as we get our first whistle 12 seconds into the third period. I listened to that Metallica Fuel song maybe 10 times today. And it does bother me that, the song was filmed or was released on June 22nd, 1998, 8 days after Michael Jordan hit that shot against the Utah Jazz. I don't think he pushed off necessarily, and even if he did, you're going to call a foul on Michael Jordan. As draw one by Utah, as Buell rams into Lucas Brenton. Brenton's got a size advantage. Buell will come off the ice. Fuel cross center. Now they step over the attack line. Farmer, right side shot is blocked. Jensen got a stick in the way. Might have gotten a piece of the puck. Fuel get it around the net. The two Spudniak on the ice. The former Ogden Mustang, who was just an absolute legend there. He's got his jersey retired, I believe, over in Ogden at the ice sheet. Grizzlies have it with Hartchie. He'll fire it across. Hartchie picked up an assist in the second period. Here's first point as a Grizzly. So backhanded to center ice. Puck will slide all the way deep into the Fuel zone. DJ King gets it and gets it to Cameron. His pass bounced off the skate of Lippin. Puck goes back in as Cameron retreats after it in the near corner as Indy helicopters it deep into Utah's zone. Hartchie runs it down. He stops behind Shields' net. A minute 15 into the third period. Indy leads 4-1. Near wing pass towards Messner. He gets around Bielik. Now Messner down the middle. Will chip it to his left for Wood. Wood skates to the near goal line. Stops, blows a tire. Gets back to his feet. As Wood gets pushed by Cameron. Messner from one corner to the other. It goes to Galan, who backhands it towards Corbett, who fires to the net from the far wing. And that one goes wide. Hartchie around looking for Messner. Messner couldn't quite corral the hopping puck. He just gets to the far corner. Bielik at center ice gets it. 1-on-3. His teammates make a line change around him, so he'll just fire it around the boards. Bielik comes off the ice for a change. Grizzlies out to new tries. Berg will backhand it ahead. It's picked off by Blount for Indy. The Grizzly player goes down going after a loose puck, and that's Armstrong. He hits the deck, and Blount's going to get a penalty. Blount gets 2 minutes for tripping. Time of penalty 1:59 into the third period. It's the third power play for the Grizzlies tonight. Unfortunately, from the Grizzlies' perspective, Fairbrother, who would be quarterbacking this power play, is still sitting in the penalty box. So the Grizzlies will go with their other power play line. It's got Briley Wood Luke Manning taking the draw. Wood, Aragon, Armstrong, and Kabori Dunn. Watch out for Aragon. He's been aggressive with his shot tonight. He leads Utah with 4 this evening. Manning take the draw, staring down Brian Lemos. Both guys wearing number 16. As Andy Van Wagener, the linesman, drops the puck. It's won by Indy. As getting it is Spudniak. And he'll saucer it all the way deep into the Grizzly zone. A glance off the shield stick towards the end wall. Kabori Dunn gets it. Dunn skates down the middle. As he shuffles back and forth, gets to center ice. Dunn backhands to the right side. Pass goes tape to Wood. Wood strides to center to Armstrong. He glanced off his skate. Armstrong still looking for his first pro goal. As Dunn will pivot back into the Grizzly zone. Spudniak leaves the ice. Dunn to neutral ice. Will push it to his left for Manning. Puck goes back to center ice. Chasing after it's Aragon. He gets there a step ahead of Llewellyn. Aragon blows a tire along the near boards. He gets back up slowly as Aragon will skate towards the bench. Grizzlies are 50 seconds into the power play as they reset. Dunn gets a new try. They'll throw it behind him to Lebster, just entered. Lebster over the attack line, far side, pushes it to the far corner, gets it back, and he'll spin it along the boards. Berg gets there a step before Llewellyn. Berg trying to get it back to Messner. Llewellyn picked it off, and he'll helicopter it all the way to the far side, ricocheting off the far corner. Shield will drop it behind his net. Taking it's Cody Corbett. Corbett skates down the middle in his Grizzlies 2024-25 debut. He just signed with the club once again. Second stint with the Grizzlies. He spent 7 games with the Grizzlies last year. As Corbett loses his stick, Grizzlies center it from the near corner. It's picked off. Indy will slice along the far boards. Shield stays in front of his net. As there's less than 30 seconds left in the power play. Gallant runs it down along the near boards, wearing number 25. Gallant, 11 assists this season. Gets a new tries, backs it to Messner. Messner skates down the middle, veers off to the left, crossing center ice. Gets to Berg at the Indy line. Berg will pitch it around the wall. Lebster lets it go towards a point, and Indy will brush it back into the Grizzlies zone. 5 seconds left in the power play as Gallant stands up, and he will get back on the ice. Grizzlies power play is 0 for 3 tonight. Utah gets to the near side for Upper. He gets around Lippin. Upper with good speed, crosses center ice. He'll move it to his left for Morrison. Back to Upper. Upper tried to get it to center to Buell. Indy took it away, and they'll clear it all the way out. Arm is raised by the linesman. And looks like Kyle Maximovic couldn't believe it, but icing is on the Fuel. As Fairbrother coming out of the box after his fighting major is over, and so is Hausinger. Hausinger yelling at Fairbrother. Boy, Hausinger has been very outspoken. I don't know if he's normally this way. Very emotional player. Hausinger will skate towards the bench. As Cam Hausinger and Johnny Fairbrother each take a seat. Draws at center ice. Lippin will take the draw against Utah's Tyson Upper. Upper, one of several players from Calgary. They're on this Grizzlies club. Indy wins the draw. Bielik at center ice, steps over the blue. He'll brush it towards the far side. Ricochets off the wall. Dunn throws it back to the spot he vacated. Now back to Dunn in the near corner. Kabori Dunn, number 28, scored his first pro goal last Friday in Wichita. Nobody saw it as there was no Flow Sports broadcast of the game. As Maximovic throws it towards Bielik on the right side. He glanced off of his stick towards the near corner. Buell gives Bielik a rough ride. Now right side, shot, and that one's fanned on. We get a whistle as Bielik goes after Kabori Dunn. The linesman, Andy Van Wagner, separates the two. Who's the penalty on? Is it on Bielik? Is it on Dunn? Let's see. Interference is the call. And the penalty is going to be on, well, let's see. We still don't have, it's going to be on the Grizzlies. 2 minutes for interference. Kay Jensen will go to the box. Indy is 1 for 2 on the power play tonight. It's their third man advantage of the evening. It's Indy 4, Utah 1. 15-11 is left in regulation. Hausinger in his first shift after his fighting major will take the draw. He's got Sage to his right. And Llewellyn to the left, or make that Gagne. Grizzlies win the draw, and they'll fire it over Maximovic's head. Goudreau will drop it off as the Fuel skate from left to right here in the third period. As Indy backing out to Maximovic, who had 26 goals with Indy last season. He crosses center ice, steps over the attack line. He's got good speed. He'll spin it along the boards towards the far side as Gagne gets it towards Sajin, who gets it up top. Now one-timer. Maximovic misses the net. And the puck will slide all the way into the Fuel zone. Run down by Indy's McCormick. He'll push it ahead. Fuel into the attack zone. Maximovic gets it along the near boards to Gagne, who spins around and he gets up top to McCormick. He'll feed it to the left point. Sajin, the former Grizzly, 5th year in this league, gets it to Hausinger. Up top to McCormick. He'll fire towards the net. Rebound. And Shield makes the save. It bounced off of Indy's stick onto Shield, and Hausinger wants to fight again. Now Hausinger fights Kyle Powell. Powell swings and gets 2 rights in and knocks down Hausinger. Hausinger's second fight of the night. Kyle Powell, who goes 6'6" and 225 pounds, dropped the gloves. Looked like Powell towards the end of the fight got 2 quick rights in. Now Hausinger yelling at the Grizzlies bench. Hausinger wants some more. The incredibly emotional and outspoken Cam Hausinger now yells at Kyle Powell as Hausinger isn't going to the penalty box. He's going to go to the locker room. Hausinger now taunts the Grizzlies bench. Boy, Hausinger would make a pretty good actor in a circus, it appears. Boy, we don't want to make fun of opposing players, but Hausinger's on one tonight. Hausinger's not making too many friends on the Utah side tonight, with all the taunting after the fight. So Jensen sitting in the box as Indy is on the power play for the next minute and 3. Boy, after the linesman separated him, Hausinger pumped away with 2 uppercuts. As Hausinger and Kyle Powell in his pro debut, at least with the Grizzlies, he had played overseas professionally a little bit with 2 different teams last year. It's Hausinger's second fight of the night. I wonder if it's just going to be fight for fighting Hausinger and Powell, or if we're going to skate 4-on-4 for a little bit. There's 14 minutes and 14 seconds left in regulation as Indy leads 4-1. Nobody has scored here so far in this third period. Got a good crowd here for a Wednesday night. Come on out for Black Friday. Make sure to wear white. I know it's kind of weird, but wear white for the Black Friday occasion. That's going to be the second game of this 3-game set. And then the pickleball night will be on Saturday. First ever pickleball night. Go to UtahGrizzlies.com and get your special Grizzlies pickleball paddle. Hausinger's not a guy that takes a ton of penalty minutes. He was with Wheeling in the 2021-22 season, had 102 penalty minutes. He also had 70 penalty minutes for Wheeling 2 years ago. Yeah, but only had a combined 58 penalty minutes. He played with Florida for 45 games, then 15 games with Indy. As Powell and Hausinger were pushing each other on the left side. And then Powell cross-checked an Indy player in the back, and then Hausinger thought he was taken up for his teammate. He decided to drop the glove for the second time tonight. I wonder if they saw the cross-check that Powell put to the back of an Indy player. I'm not sure if that was called or not. Ryan Knaswich talking with Mick Messner and Cole Gallant. Normally the home assistant captains are Dylan Fitz and James Shearer. Both guys are out with an injury, so the road assistant captains, Gallant and Messner, are wearing the A's on their white sweater with black numbers and professional green trim. Now the referee, only one of them tonight, Brendan Schreider. He's had his hands full this evening. We're skating 5-on-4, so it looks like it was just matching fighting majors, Powell for the Grizzlies and Hausinger for Indy. But Hausinger went to the locker room instead of the penalty box, and nobody's in the box representing Hausinger as of yet. 1:03 left in Indy's third power play of the game. Here in the third period, Indy has taken 2 shots. Grizzlies have yet to take a shot on Ben Goudreau, the Indy goaltender. Draw one by the Grizzlies, and Dunn trying to clear it out. It bounced off a teammate. Indy in the attack zone, far side. Fuel work the puck around. They get it to the right side. Lippin dances around the right point. He shuffles towards his left, gets the puck to Burke on hat trick watch. He's already got 2 tonight. Over to Lemos, back to Burke. He'll push it towards Lippin, back to Lemos. One-timer, saved by Shield. And the momentum goes all the way out to center ice off of Shield's pads. Grizzlies will switch up their line and get 4 fresh skaters on the ice. Lippin over the attack line. Buell poked it away. Indy keeps it. They look to center it. It bounced off the Lombardi skate. Lippin to the right side. Dance around. He gets to Burke near goal line. Back up top to Lemos. He's got 3 assists this evening. Lemos slides it to Lippin. Back to Burke on the right side. Burke will skate towards the high slot. He fakes to Lemos, and he'll slide it to the far circle. Indy trying to get it across the lip, and it stayed in the far circle. Now Burke gets it jammed away by Nilsson. 5 seconds left in the power play. Jensen stands up in the box as Buell will toss to the near side. Lemos, could he keep it in? Yes, he could. Burke, high slot, moves to the far side, back towards Burke. It taps off a Nielsen stick towards the near corner. And the puck rolls along the boards. It exits the zone. As Utah will reshuffle the deck personnel-wise. Bielik from neutral ice fires it in hard and deep. As Wood out to Berg. Berg gets the puck. He skates around one defender, looking for a centering pass. Shot saved by Goudreau, and what a stop as Berg found a cutting Luke Manning out in front of the net. Boy, Manning backhanded it towards the net, and Ben Goudreau made the stop. Cam Hausinger, we won't see him the rest of the game as he got a 10-minute misconduct, a 10-minute game misconduct, and you got a second major, which is also a game misconduct. So Hausinger got 2 for instigating, 5 for fighting. He got a 10 for misconduct and a 10-minute game misconduct for a second major of the game. And Hausinger also has a goal tonight. It's Indy 4, Utah 1. 12:44 left in the third period. This is the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network. Kyle Powell did get 2 minutes for cross-checking, along with the 5-minute major, but with the instigating penalty that Hausinger got, all those offset, and that's why the Grizzlies were able to stay, or that's why the Fuel stayed on the power play, 5-on-4. It's been killed off. India's 1 for 3 on the power play. Draw's going to be in the Fuel zone. Ben Goudreau's off to a pretty good start to this season, already 2 shutouts. And he, so far tonight, has saved 13 of 14. He robbed Luke Manning as Adam Berg was able to get a centering pass out in front. Goudreau's in his first season as a pro. He played in the OHL for 5 seasons. Played with Sarnia Sting. And he also, last year, played with the Erie Otters. Draw won by the Fuel. They're in their own zone, skating from left to right here in the period. Up ahead. Bounced off the stick of Gagne out to center ice. Manning gets it poked away. Spodniak steps over the attack line. Harchie divorced him from the puck. Gagne back to Spodniak. Over to the left side, across to Farmer. Farmer kept it in. We'll fire it to the near corner. Grizzlies get it back towards their line as Aragon got a good push from Spodniak. As Aragon and Spodniak make that Berg holding each other up. Berg skates towards the far corner. That's where the puck is. Puck around Utah's net. Corbett runs down, gets the loose puck. As Spodniak, he tried to blast Corbett, and Spodniak got nothing but glass. Manning over the attack line. He gets divorced in the puck as he was skating towards the corner from Ty Farmer. Spodniak and Dunn. Dunn brushes it towards Manning, who skates towards the far corner. As Lucas Brenton pushes Utah from behind. Puck kicks to the point. Dunn, right side, righty shot. Saved by Goudreau. Looked like it bounced off his mask. Puck still alive. Brian Lemos, who's going to be a star tonight, out to center ice. It glanced off the Llewellyn stick. Jensen gets it at the Utah line. Moves it across to Dunn. Back to Jensen, who directs it to Upper along the left side. Upper will tattoo it off the near boards to Reed Morrison in his Grizzlies in pro debut. To Armstrong, looked to center. And it bounced off a stick onto Goudreau. As Armstrong found Dunn, and after the whistle, Brenton and Dunn hug. The 2 linesmen separate themselves as Brenton and Dunn hug it out. Boy, Armstrong with a pretty good centering pass out to Dunn. By the time it got to Dunn, it got redirected, and it ended up about waist high. Dunn had to fire towards the net. He was able to get one on net, but Goudreau made the stop. 11 minutes, 17 seconds left in the third period. First of a 3-game set and the first of 6 straight here at Maverick Center for the Grizzlies. For the Indy Fuel, it's game 13 of 15 straight on the road. As a draw, won by Utah. Slot, Messner, lefty shot, saved by Goudreau. He holds on. Boy, Goudreau's done a great job controlling the rebounds. Very few, if any, second chances by the Grizzlies tonight. Draw in the right circle. Grizzlies skate from right to left here in the period. They're in the offensive zone. Grizzlies win the face-off as Dunn will spin it along the boards. As the play has been very spirited here tonight. As Indy gets out to center ice. 3-on-3. They step over the attack line. Indy drops it for Lippin. Look to center to Billick, who lost his balance but collects the puck. DJ King, left side shot, saved by Shield. Grizzlies clear it out. Icing is on Utah. Grizzlies tried to make a line change, but they're going to have to keep the same 5 on the ice. 10 minutes and 46 seconds left in the third. Grizzlies are without 3 key defensemen and Brian Yoon. They're also without Derek Dashke and James Shearer. Dashke and Shearer were late scratches before Sunday's 5-0 loss to Tulsa. Indy got the first one tonight. They scored about 13 minutes into the first period. The Fuel are 4-0-1 when scoring first. Draw one by the Fuel. They're in the offensive zone. Grizzlies tap it away. That's Reed Webster, 1-on-3. Steps over the offensive line, skating along the far boards. He gets cut off by McCormick. Burke gets it behind the net for Grima. Nick Grima. The Fuel to center ice, right wing. As they step over the line, Gagne trying to throw it towards Burke down the middle. It's taken away by Nilsson. Nilsson loses his stick. That's going to be a penalty. As Nathan Burke slashed Nilsson. And that's exactly what the call is going to be. Nathan Burke goes to the penalty box as he slashed Cade Nilsson. So let's see if the Grizzlies power play can get one as Indy leads 4-1 with 10:22 left in the third period. Hope everybody's going to have a fun Thanksgiving. I know what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit, watch football. I'm going to turn on Westwood1sports.com. I'm going to listen to the Westwood One broadcasts, all 3 of them. I'm really looking forward to it. Have some food. I'm not going to go with the traditional turkey, though. I think I'm going to go with lasagna or something. That might be Thanksgiving dinner for me. 2 minutes for slashing. The former Grizzly, Nathan Burke, goes to the box. 9:38 into the third period. I do have one weird Thanksgiving tradition that I'm going to do once again this season. Utah wins the draw. Messner trying to get to Fairbrother. It stays at Messner's ankle. Spudniak was challenging Messner. Scrum along the right point. Puck hit the opposite center ice. Grizzlies reset as Fairbrother gets the loose puck. He'll get it to Lepster at center ice. Lepster skates horizontally. Lays it for Messner. Messner left wing chips it to Berg. Berg back towards Messner. Lefty shot. Saved by Goudreau. Puck out in front of the net. Shot is blocked away. That one was taken by Lepster. And Indy will knuckle it all the way towards Adam Shield. Shield will brush it in front of him about 10 feet to Fairbrother, who skates around Shield's net. Fairbrother with good strides will get out to center ice looking for Berg. Berg drops it for Messner. He'll fire it off the far boards. Webster chases after it. And we get a whistle. I think Utah got called for icing as Messner is in Grizzlies territory when dumping it in. So icing is on Utah with 9:39 left in the third. Utah is on the power play for the next minute and 17 seconds. Other action in the Mountain Division. Tahoe leads at Idaho 6-3. That game with just under 4 minutes left in regulation. So Tahoe's going to go to 8-4-1-1, assuming they hold on to the 3-goal lead. Late third period, Allen and Rapid City are tied at 1. A battle for first place in the Mountain Division. Tulsa defeats Kansas City 3-2. So Tulsa takes over first place by themselves in the Mountain Division. One other game involving a Mountain Division opponent. Worcester defeats Wichita 1-0. As Indy has the puck, they're at neutral ice. They're shorthanded as they're back at their blue line. Cameron helicopters it to center ice. Gloved and dropped by Messner. He'll skate down the middle. High slot. Lefty shot is sticked away. Grizzlies get it up top and it goes past Fairbrother. He'll lumber after it as he gets it over the far goal line. Grizzlies will switch up skaters. Fairbrother behind the net as Manning out there with Armstrong, Aragon, and Wood. Fairbrother moves to the right side, and he'll come off the ice for Corbett. As Utah losses, they were entering the attack zone far side. Indy will clear it all the way out. Less than 9 minutes left in the third period. It's the Fuel 4, the Grizzlies 1. As the ferocious Brown Bears are losing to the Metallica song here and the series opener at Maverick Center. Wood, right side, dangles back and forth. He's got 2 goals this season. He gets it to Corbett. Right side, he'll take a lefty shot, and that deflects off an Indy stick, and it flies out of play off the protective netting. 15 seconds left in the Grizzlies power play. 8:37 left in the third. Indy allows 23 shots per game. Right now the Grizzlies are at 19, so you could probably say that that's about on average. Maybe even a little bit better considering the Grizzlies only had 2 in the first period. Bad Moon Rising. Are they talking about Andre Rising or Cameron Rising? Combination of the few? I don't know. Grizzlies won the draw. Buell gets to the left point for Dunn here late in the power play. Dunn drops it for Nilsson. Puck will squib towards the high slot. Grizzlies will back it out themselves. Upper moves to his right. Buell back to Nilsson. Nilsson towards Upper, left side. Lefty shot kick saved by Goudreau. Upper still looking for his first pro goal. Puck goes up top. It goes past Jensen. As Indy's back at full strength. Grizzlies penalty power play tonight is 0 for 4. Utah crosses center ice. Dunn will dump it in. Puck will skip into the rush zone off the end boards or off the fuel zone. Dunn at the Utah line. Left wing's out towards Upper, who slid it towards Gallant. Gallant gets around a defender. Backhand shot. Saved by Goudreau. And where's the whistle? Now the whistle blows with 7:44 left in the third as Goudreau holds on. Grizzlies will have an offensive zone draw. Utah's up to 21 shots, which is 2 away from what Indy allows per game. Indy allows 23.6 shots per game this season. Neither team has a power play goal. Actually, that Billick goal was a power play goal, even though right now it's listed as a non-power play goal, but Indy does have a power play goal tonight. They're 1 for 3 this evening as the Grizzlies have the puck behind the net, behind Indy's net. As Gallant to the near corner, he gets double teamed. Fairbrother in the area as Lippin trying to jab the puck away. Fairbrother throws it towards the middle. It's picked off by Nick Grima. It's Grima. Will toss it off the near wall to Lippin. Lippin over the attack line. Stops, gets double teamed. Messner rams into Lippin. As Lippin centered it, Grizzlies took it away. Utah crossing center. Gallant tried to dump it in. Challenging him was McCormick. It stayed a new tries. Now step on over the attack line near side is Maximovich. He's got a mustache. He'll dump it off the end boards. Grizzlies clear it back to center. Less than 7 minutes left. Fuel lead 4-1. As Indy gets to neutral ice. Lemos across the center ice. He gets back checked, taking the puck away. On one knee is Berg. Berg in his first home game in his second stint. He played in 6 road games. He signed with the Grizzlies 2 weeks ago from the EIHL. Grizzlies lofted into the far corner, does Jensen. As Farmer, the backhanded ahead. As Indy pushes the center ice, taken by Blount. He'll fire a left wing pass towards Burke on hat trick watch. He gets it jabbed away by Dunn. As Brenton back around, Berg lets it go. Jensen gathers it behind Utah's net. Hot pass connects to Berg on the near side. Berg to center ice. As taking the puck away. Cameron occupied Berg. Now skating to the right side's Burke. He skates in. He got spun away by Kabori Dunn. Now Burke gets it in the left side. He's on hat trick watch. He skates in. Shot saved by Shield. As Burke tried to go 5-hole on Shield. Less than 6 minutes left. High slot. Cameron fires a blast that goes wide. As puck to the far corner. 2-on-2 battle. As Wood got spun around by big DJ King, who's 6'3", 220 pounds. Grizzlies out to center ice. Berg will direct it in. No icing. Grizzlies make their line change. King out to center ice to Spudniak. Across. Indy over the line. Lippin on the NHL deal. Skates towards the far circle. Shot saved by Shield. Spudniak back around the wall. As Indy will throw it back to the far corner. Spudniak chases after. He gets there about a stride before Hartje. As Indy's Kevin Lombardi trying to get it up top. Nilsson poked it away. Across to Aragon off the stick. Aragon gets around Glima. He'll skate in. Shot hits the side of the net. And Aragon got blasted up high by Grima. Indy crossing center ice. Step over the attack line. 2-on-3. As Brandon Saja on the right side fires towards the net. Got redirected and it goes wide as Llewellyn was redirecting it out in front of the net. Grizzlies cross center. Dunn over the attack line. Gets around 2 Fuel players. Dunn lost the puck. Llewellyn will fire it off the far wall. Jensen kept it in. As Jensen got a basketball screen, skating towards the far corner. Grizzlies throw it out in front. Shot and a score! Save that puck, Jackson Hibbard, as Tyson Upper gets his first as a pro. And the Grizzlies have cut into the lead. It's now a 4-2 game. Not much celebrating from Tyson Upper, but you know he's fired up. He got a centering pass out in front, and Tyson Upper connects. The former University of Calgary product gets his first pro goal as the Grizzlies fans have something to cheer about here late in the third period. Upper had 4 goals in 21 games at the University of Calgary last year. He had 13 goals in 3 seasons at the University of Calgary. So congratulations to Tyson Upper. He gets his first pro goal and a great centering pass from out near the end boards. Upper got it in front of the net and put it away past Ben Goudreau. Not much celebrating based on the score. That had to feel good for Tyson Upper to get on the board as a pro. Grizzlies get to neutralize. Gallant crosses center. He'll pitch it towards Corbett. As Corbett backhands it in as he got blasted by Cameron. Cameron gets the puck. He moves it to Billick at center ice. Billick will skate into the right point, and he'll swing it around the boards. Maximovich gets it, firing toward the net. Shield makes a save, rebound to the far corner for Gallant. 4 minutes left in the third period. Fuel lead 4-2. On the Upper goal, the assist went to Cade Jensen and Craig Armstrong. Left wing pass to center ice. Fairbrother lays it for Buell, back to Fairbrother, over to Buell on the give and go. Buell trying to fire it towards the net. It hits the side of it. As McCormick up ahead, he was looking for Ballant. Pass behind him. Ballant chases and negates the icing. He's got good speed. For a guy that's listed at 5'10", 185, looks bigger than that. Fairbrother head towards Nilsson, who tried to advance it, and it stayed at Nilsson. Now Nilsson gets it back. He'll hustle the puck out to center ice. He'll cross center and dump it in. Puck wobbles outside like a spinning top. Buell chases after it as Grima boxes him out like a rebound in basketball. As the Fuel will carry it out to center ice. Grima out to center. His teammates make a line change around him as Grima wheels it along the boards. Now Grima comes off for a change. About 3 minutes left. Shot saved by Shield. Backhand shot goes wide. It was taken by Sajin. Now behind the net. Manning poked it away. Now Indy gets it back. Sajin looking to center it. And it goes over the stick of Lombardi. Farmer feeds to the near corner as it glanced off a Grizzly stick. Manning avoids a check of Lombardi. As Jensen right side will tap it off the near boards. Loose puck taken by Berg. Berg moves to Dunn on the right side, back towards Berg at center ice, skating down the middle. Berg over the attack line, veers off into the left corner. Berg lost control of the puck. Indy will lift it out. Archie chasing after it, puck on its side. Archie gets it, 2.5 minutes left in the third. He tried to get it to Berg. Pass goes wide of the mark. Tyson Upper gets his first pro goal, 15:27 in, 2:26 left in the third period. We'll come back in 30 seconds on the Grizzlies Hockey Network.
When you pay with the Nitro card at Maverick, you always save 10 cents or more on fuel every gallon, every day. And you could save a whole lot more thanks to Nitro Best Price. Pick up a Nitro card and upgrade your Adventure Club account today.
2 minutes and 26 seconds left in the third period. As the Grizzlies have a miracle in them. Shield is still in net. Indy leads 4-2. Grizzlies got a second period goal. One in the second, one in the third. Shot from Chris Cameron goes wide. Fairbrother scored the second period goal. And Tyson Upper with his first pro goal. He scored 15:27 into the third. Grizzlies make a line change. Shield is still in net. 2:10 to go. Indy fires it off the far boards. Maximovich gets it. He skates around the net as Dunn did a good job occupying him to make sure he couldn't get a shot off. Now Dunn back to the near side, dancing around. He gets pushed along the boards by Lemos. Now Dunn gets it back. He'll throw it in front of his net to Fairbrother. The Grizzlies captain gets out to neutralize. He's an assist away from a Gordie Howe hat trick. Webster dumps it in. Goudreau behind his net. Shield comes off. Utah's net is empty as they tap it off the glass. Jensen over to Corbett. Left side. Corbett dumps it in. 1:33 and counting left in the third. Indy leads 4-2. Do we have enough voice to make it throughout? Webster up top to Jensen. Jensen fires towards traffic out in front. It bounced off a fuel stick. Webster over to Corbett. One-timer saved by Goudreau. Indy fires towards the net. It goes wide. Icing is on. Indy, puck rolls towards the crease. Grizzlies get the whistle. 1:11 left in the third. Sheila's off for an extra attacker. Fuel are up by 2. Ryan Kanasowicz and Christian Horn talking it over. Looks like Utah has used their one timeout. Timeout Grizzlies. Ryan Kanasowicz talking things over. Utah's a bit shorthanded without Brian Yoon, without Derek Dashke, and without James Shearer. Dylan Fitz is also out of the Grizzlies lineup for the third straight game. Blake Wells has been out since opening night with an upper body injury. It is great to see Tyson Upper get on the board this season. Upper has done a really good job along the boards, and that can end up paying dividends in this series. We mentioned he played at the University of Calgary. He was a teammate with James Shearer for a year at the University of Calgary, the 2021-22 season. Before his college days, he played in 3 years with the Prince George Cougars. He had 18 goals and 33 assists in 3 seasons. Upper was born on December 23rd, 2001. So he will be 23 in a month. Sheila's off the ice. 6-on-5. Utah's net's empty. 1 minute and 11 seconds left in the third period. Off the drop, rolls on to Goudreau, who covers up as Lebster got pushed in the back after the whistle. That got the fans excited. Draws going to come back to the left circle. Messner will take the draw. He's got Lebster to his left. Gallant, Fairbrother, Corbett, and Tyson Upper. Draw one by Indy. They fire towards the empty net. It goes wide, far side. Upper chases after it. The whistle blows with 1 minute and 3 seconds left in regulation. Same teams on Friday night. Your tickets to UtahGrizzlies.com. Grizzlies will be wearing some whiteout, blackout specialty jerseys. Gallant will take the draw. For Indy, it's Ryan Gagne. Draw one by Indy as Chris Cameron will slice along the near boards. It goes past Fairbrother. And it looks like it's going to be icing again on Indy. The whistle blows with 53.5 seconds left in the third. Fuel lead 4-2. And some of the fans have headed for the exits. A pretty good Wednesday night crowd. Let's see if we can find the exact total here at Maverick Center. Normally, what you normally see on Wednesdays, attendance 3,253, and that's pretty normal for a Wednesday, especially on Thanksgiving week. Grizzlies over the last 5 seasons on Thanksgiving week have a record of 10-3-1. Grizzlies off the drop. Corbett tees it up. Shot saved by Goudreau as Corbett fired away from the right point, and it's lofted to Neutrice. Corbett gathers it. 40 seconds left. He'll get the Fairbrother who backhands it in. Indy chasing after it. King will roll it along the far boards. It kicks off a Grizzlies skate. Back towards Billick. We tried to clear it out. It kept in by Lebster. As he'll throw it to the near corner for Gallant. Oh, dangerous hit along the boards by DJ King. Gallant goes flying. A couple Grizzlies go to confront King. Boy, luckily Gallant, he's on 2 knees now. Oh, hopefully he's okay. King offers his apology, or hope it's an apology, as he just fired Gallant into the near corner. Grizzlies tried to confront King. A couple other Fuel players stepped in to make sure nobody could get at King. King will take a seat for the rest of regulation. Boarding's the call. 23.4 seconds left in regulation. Actually, I think it's officially a cross check, as that was a dangerous hit. Boy, Gallant right into the boards. Cross-checking is the call. 19:36 into the third period. Luckily, Gallant got back to his feet. That could have really hurt him. 23 seconds left. Draw one by the Grizzlies. Messner over to Lebster. Back up top to Corbett. He'll shuffle towards the high slot. Corbett will push to his right for Lebster. He throws to the far goal line. He glanced off an Indy stick. His baby's in the refrigerator. 10 seconds left as the Fuel get blasted along the end boards by Gallant. Fairbrother hacking away. Puck trickles towards Goudreau, and he covers up with 2.7 seconds left in regulation. And after the whistle, Gallant Boy, he threw a good push at Reed Webster. Oh, we've seen some questionable hits tonight. No question about it. As this is about as physical of a team that we've seen against the Grizzlies all year. You know, the Grizzlies came into play with the least amount of penalty minutes, but I'm not sure. Things are adding up pretty quickly, it seems like. 2.7 seconds left in the third period. So the Fuel are going to get the victory. Their record goes to 6-1. Grizzlies fall to 5-9-1 as their losing streak goes to 5 games. And that will do it as time runs out. Final score, Indy 4, Utah 2. The Grizzlies got a second period goal from Gianni Fairbrother, and Tyson Upper got his first pro goal late in the third period. But the Fuel got 2 goals and 1 assist from Nathan Burke. Brian Lemos had 3 assists. And Cam Hausinger and Colin Billick also found the back of the net for the Fuel. Post-game show starts in 1 minute. Once again, the final score from Maverick Center, the Indy Fuel 4 and the Utah Grizzlies 2.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab.
Every new day is a chance to be kinder to your body and your mind. U of U Health is here to help you build strength and confidence every day. Let us help you be a better you. U of U Health, official health partner for the Utah Jazz, Utah Hockey Club, Utes Athletics, and the Utah Grizzlies. Take the first step today at uofuhealth.org.
Final score from Maverick Center, the Indy Fuel 4, the Utah Grizzlies 2. Indy got on the board first. They are now 5-0-1 when scoring first. Cam Hausinger got his third of the year, so he got a centering pass from Darby Llewellyn. Hausinger didn't get much of a piece of it, but he got just enough to get his third of the year. Sajan and Llewellyn with the assist. Time of goal, 12:51 into the first period. Indy outshot Utah 11-2 in the first period, but the score was just 1-0 after 1. Indy extended the lead as Nathan Burke scored as he fired it over Shill's left shoulder. It's Burke's first of 2 on the night. Lemos and Ballant with the assists. Nathan Burke, the former Grizzly, gets some revenge as he had 2 goals and 1 assist tonight. Grizzlies got on the board as Gianni Fairbrother scored 8:13 in. Chase Harchie was over in the right wing, just kind of backhanded it towards the net. It bounced off the ice once, maybe twice. Fairbrother gathered it before Goudreau was able to spot it, and Fairbrother fired it in the back of the net. It's his team leading 6th of the year. Harchie and Lebster with the assists. Indy got back to a 3-goal lead. Actually, Indy made it a 3-1 game, getting a 2-goal lead back. As Nathan Burke got his 2nd of the night and 4th of the year. So he just skated around Harchie, stopped in the far circle, and fired it over Shill's right shoulder. Burke with his 4th of the year. Lemos and Chris Cameron picked up the assists. And then Indy extended the lead with a power play goal that was scored by Colin Billick. He got a 2nd of the year. It was a one-timer from the left circle. Lemos and Burke with the assist. So Brian Lemos had an assist in all 3 of Indy's second period goals. And Nathan Burke had a point in all 3 of Indy's goals as he had 2 goals and 1 assist in the frame. Indy took a 4-1 lead. That's where it stood after 2 periods. Fuel outshot the Grizzlies 12-11 in the second period. In the third, the Grizzlies outshot the Fuel 12-9 as Utah ended up with 25 shots. Indy on average allows 23 per game. The Fuel had 32 shots to the Grizzlies 25 through the rest of regulation. Grizzlies scored the only third period goal, and it was Tyson Upper. His name is my name too. He scored 15-27 in. Armstrong and Jensen picked up the assist. For Craig Armstrong, that's his 4th assist this year, and Kate Jensen got his 2nd helper of the year. So that made it a 4-2 game. Schill came off for an extra attacker with 1:39 left in regulation. The Grizzlies couldn't score again as Indy tonight displayed why they're one of the top defensive teams in the league. They allow less than 2 goals per game. They don't allow many good scoring chances, and boy, when you get your chances, you're going to have to bury them against this team. As Indy kind of reinventing the dead puck era, even though they scored 4 goals of their own, they really do play that game along the boards. We saw a ton of scrums along the boards, and really if the Grizzlies want to have some success later in the series, they're going to need to find a way to win those battles along the boards and just bury their scoring chances. And really, it seems like for the Grizzlies, if they can find a way to keep it 3 or, keep the score 3 or under to the opponent, they can stay in the game. It's just one of those things that when you start giving up 4 goals, and really over the last 5 games, all of them Grizzlies losses, well, they have allowed 22 goals. It's tough to win when you're allowing 4.5 per game. In fact, over the last 5 games, Grizzlies have been outscored 22 to 7. It's just been a tough go of it. Once again, the Grizzlies were outshot for the 5th straight game. It doesn't mean everything. Obviously you can outshoot a team 50-13 and lose a game. But can the Grizzlies find a way to generate those scoring chances? It seems like it's been a tough go of it over the last 5 games. So we'll see if the Grizzlies can come back on Friday, as well, that'll be an interesting one. Friday will be the 2nd game of the series. Play got pretty physical throughout. Kind of had that weird power play that Indy got their goal on. Cam Hausinger and Johnny Fairbrother fought 17-12 into the 2nd period. Fairbrother got a 2-minute minor penalty for removing his elbow pad. And so Indy got the power play that Billick scored on. Otherwise, it probably would have just been matching fighting majors. Hausinger got in his 2nd fight of the game, 5:46 into the 3rd. He also got 2 for instigating, along with the 5-minute fighting. He got a 10-minute misconduct and a game misconduct as well for a 2nd fight of the game. Kyle Powell made his pro debut and got in a fighting major. That was with Hausinger, 5:46 into the 3rd. Reed Morrison made his Grizzlies and pro debut tonight. He was zeros across the board, although with his size, we talked about all those battles along the wall. Morrison did hold his ground along the wall in tonight's game. A few Grizzlies players were actually a plus in the plus-minus category. Mick Messner was a +2. His line mates, Cole Gallant and Reed Lepster, were each a +1. Craig Armstrong and Tyson Upper were also a +1 for the Grizzlies. For Indy, Nathan Burke was a +2. He had 2 goals and 1 shot. Also a +2 performance from Andrew Ballant. 3 stars of the game. 3rd star is Colin Bielik. Bielik picked up the power play goal, 17:42 into the 2nd period. He's the 3rd star. Number 2 star is Brian Lemos, who had the 3 second period assists. And the number 1 star is Nathan Burke, the former Grizzly. He had 18 goals and 20 assists for the Grizzlies last season. He scored 2 goals and 1 assist, including the game winner, 15:30 into the 2nd period. So Burke is the number 1 star of the game. The game went 2 hours and 28 minutes. A good Wednesday crowd of 3,253. We're here to see it. We want to see a big crowd here for Black Friday, as both teams will be off tomorrow. Black Friday will be a 7:10 start. Coverage begins at 6:50, but we want to see it here at Maverick Center, as it's a special Black Friday with $12 tickets. Go to UtahGrizzlies.com to take advantage of that. Saturday is going to be the Grizzlies' first annual pickleball night. And go to UtahGrizzlies.com to take advantage of that and to get your exclusive Utah Grizzlies pickleball paddle. That's at UtahGrizzlies.com. Now the Grizzlies' losing streak extends to 5 games. We'll see if they can find a way to even up the series here on Friday night, as Indy, in game 13 of their season-long 15-game road trip, they're a 500 club right now with a record of 6-6-0-1. And if you think about it, with all the home games that the Fuel will have late in the regular season, boy, they can end up making a run of it, especially if defensively they play anything like they did tonight. It's kind of that mother-in-law type of defense, just smothering and in your face. That's pretty much what Indy plays, and that got the job done for him here tonight. as the Fuel come away with a 4-2 victory. Other action involving Mountain Division teams. Tahoe defeated Idaho 7-3. Tahoe's record goes to 8-4-1-1 on the season. Rapid City got a 2-1 regulation win over the Allen Americans. Tulsa defeated Kansas City 3-2. And Worcester got a 1-0 victory over the Wichita Thunder. Well, that'll wrap things up here from Maverick Center. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast and not necessarily the final outcome. Once again, in 2 hours and 28 minutes and in front of a crowd of 3,253, it was Nathan Burke getting revenge against his former team as he scored 2 goals and 1 assist to lead the Indy Fuel to a 4-2 victory over the Utah Grizzlies. Next broadcast of Grizzlies hockey will be on Friday night, 6:50 pregame show, 7:10 face-off. Hopefully everybody has a happy Thanksgiving. I'll be watching football all day. I think I'll also mix in the 1993 Thanksgiving game. That's my one big tradition every year is I watch the 1993 Dallas Cowboys and Miami Dolphins Thanksgiving Day game. Maybe this time when I watch it this year, Leon Lett will let the football just lay there and not go and touch it. It was a crazy game. The broadcast actually ended with an O.J. Simpson F-bomb as he displayed frustration that he wasn't able to interview Dolphins kicker Pete Stoyanovich after he kicked the game-winning field goal. That broadcast pretty much had it all, including O.J. Simpson wearing some gloves that could have been infamous and probably were infamous a year later. So that's what I'm going to do this Thanksgiving. I'm going to watch the Dolphins and Cowboys in the snowy Texas Stadium, 1993. It was a beautiful broadcast by NBC that day. And we'll come back here on Friday, and we'll see what happens. Grizzlies and the Fuel. It was probably the most physical Grizzlies game we'd seen all year. And who knows, maybe we'll see a physical one on Friday night. Come on out and join us as it's Black Friday with some special ticket offers. Go to UtahGrizzlies.com to take advantage of those. Indy gets a 4-2 victory over the Utah Grizzlies here on Thanksgiving Eve. I'm Tyson Whiting, and it is what it is. You've been listening to the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network. Good night, everybody.